Gonna show us live? No? Ah, it shows live. You know you want to. There we go. Now it shows us live. Now I can share out to the world. How freaking time. I've been trying to do this for like 3 minutes now. I wanted to start right before 4 o'clock. Alright, then share the book of faces. Set it to live chat. And shout and tweet out to the Wazzle. Albert Cole, how's it going? Yes, welcome. May the 1st, 9-year anniversary. First, we'll be watching his daily rap, then we'll be watching his actual live stream. LFG.
Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 30th of April, 2025. The final like, day of the week of streaming for me, which is bizarre to say. It's weird to actually say that because typically a week for me runs Sunday through Friday. So to have Wednesday be my actual final streaming day of the week just feels odd, to be honest, okay? If you're wondering why this was my final streaming day of the week, it's just scheduling. Like, I've trying to have Saturday be my consistent day off for a long time now, like many, many months, and it has worked for the most part. But sadly, there's just certain things that are like impossible to do on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? There's just some things that you just can't do on a Friday. For example, excuse me, on a Saturday. Sorry about that. For example, there's just certain doctors, right? That you're never going to be able to actually like get an appointment because these doctors.
What doctor can you see on a Saturday? I don't know of a single doctor I'm going to be able to see on a Saturday. Unless it's like an emergency room or something. May Day, May the 1st. Yeah, they're closing Saturday. So what doctor are you able to see on a Saturday that's not an emergency room visit?
Are so sought out that everyone tries to get those appointments. And so therefore, if they even have appointments on a Saturday, good luck getting them. In addition to that, there are some doctors that just don't have appointments on Saturdays. Okay? Now, that's just one example. Okay? There's other examples of other things as well that you just can't really do on a weekend. So there's been some weeks if you have...
Like, say, IRS meeting? Just saying.
Haven't noticed where my wife and I have taken off Fridays and Saturdays, and we've tried to cram all of the things we need to do that we can't do on a Saturday into the Friday. It also doesn't always work. This is just a case where it's an oddball situation. I have to have a Thursday off.
Because it's May 1st. That's why.
And because I need that Thursday off, it basically means that my week is really weird, right? Like it is, let's be honest. This has been a very bizarre week of odd-lengthed stuff.
But it still doesn't explain why you're then taking Friday off as well. All right, you take off a day for a doctor's appointment. What do you need 2 days off for?
Right? Like this week, we did Disco Elysium, which I do usually once a week, but it ended up not working. We did a Lego stream, which again...
The game worked just fine. He just didn't make $150.
That's an oddball thing, right? That we usually don't do. So it kind of was a really odd week. Like I didn't do any multiplayer this week at all. And that feels odd to me, okay? So let's talk about how today did go, what we did do, what worked, what didn't, all right? Today we did a Level 1 podcast in the morning that had a couple of quick news stories, including a free DLC for Sea of Stars and a delay of a game that was in development.
Mind you, he was supposed to play and beat Sea of Stars. Started playing it, never beat it. He'll never go back to it.
I was well aware that there was going to be a Borderlands 4 kind of special presentation, but it was going to happen in the middle of the afternoon during my stream. So I said, hey, if I get a chance, maybe I'll watch it over my days off and we'll talk about it maybe on Saturday's podcast. And we just had some chill times. We talked about some various different things. We actually looked at some of the games people have nominated for the upcoming Viewers' Choice Marathon event when we hit 50 goals of support. It was a pretty chill podcast, all right?
And 10 guys, when we hit 50 support goals. Willis, how's it going?
Then we played Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Great stream today. All...
Because he made over $150. He actually made over 200.
All story progress. Okay? We went to the Gestals, I think they're called. So we went to the land of the Gestals. And first, there was a whole big dungeon area outside. Then we got to the city. We investigated the city. There was a tournament. After that, we went further on. We were going into the next plot. Great visuals. Great story developments. We got a new party member recruited that plays differently from the other party members. So, in general, really great stream. And even though, I'll be honest, we're not getting giant amounts of viewers for this game. We're not. On YouTube, we're getting between 150 to 200 viewers.
Yes, but it made over $200, so that's all that fucking matters. If 5 people showed up to a stream and gave them $1,000 a piece, it would be the greatest game ever.
On Kick, we're probably getting around 60 viewers, okay? So we're probably getting around 200 total viewers for the game. But people are very supportive for it, okay? We exceeded my first goal. We got to the point where it was almost like we hit almost 2 goals. I want to say we hit like $230 or something like that by the end of the stream.
I'm pretty sure it's 237.
Which is amazing. So thank you guys who were there. I know there is an audience for Expedition 33. The thing is, because it's a turn-based RPG, it's not a ginormous, dominant mainstream audience. But there is an audience for it that is enjoying it. I'm one of them. I'm one of the people who's thoroughly enjoying this game and want to keep playing it. So I will for now, and I hope that it does continue.
As long as it hits $150 every stream.
Continue to get support, okay? The videos are live. You can check them out right now on the channel. Good progress. So tonight, you may have noticed what we were doing tonight in the setup.
Make a decision.
Womp womp.
Tonight on the late stream, it was Build with Phil, the second half of the Lego Piranha Plant build. And as you can see, it was very fun. We actually got it all done tonight. This is the Piranha Plant. It is adjustable and maneuverable. You can move the head around to do different expressions. You can actually have the mouth be opened or closed, depending on how you want it to look. You can simulate original Super Mario Brothers and actually like open his mouth all the way so it looks like Mario's jumping over. You can bite him in the butt, okay? It's a pretty cool one. I'll be honest, it's not as tight or secure.
Yeah, 2 streams to build that. That shouldn't take you more than a couple of hours, and it took them 4.
There is some other Legos that I've done. It feels a little on the looser side, but
even though Ball's Game was the only game they made money that
more
month, which is
I
hilarious.
do like how it looks, and it fits perfectly into my background. And so that will be part of my background for the month of May. I don't know where it's going to be. If it's going to stay there, if it's going to go to this side, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to think about it, and I'll put it somewhere. It'll look good. Rest assured, no matter where it ends up, it's going to look good in May. Okay? Fair enough? Now, all that being said, I had a great time building Legos. Over the month of February into early March, we did this Lego succulent set, and that was 3 whole streams, all of which were supported and hit the goals. Then I built a Lego Minecraft set that was back here over the month of April during my birthday marathon, and that was one of the most well-supported things that I've ever done, okay? I told you guys, if people show up, engage, and support for Lego Nights, for the Piranha Plant.
The only part of that matters is support. 10,000 people could be in his chat. His chat going by so fast you can't even read it, even on slow mode. If there's no money, it doesn't matter. I'm watching Blast Will I Wear. Terrible.
And it was only 2 nights for the record, only 2 streams. We would lock in, and I would 100% commit to doing another Lego, okay? We didn't hit the goal tonight. We didn't even get halfway to the goal. And in fact, there was a bunch of troll tips from an idiot who was doing dollar tip, who's already charged me back for the dollar tips because he's an idiot. You know, he was only doing it to be a dick. He saw that we weren't getting the support. He's like, I'll just distract Phil with a bunch of dollar tips. And then he charged them all back. So in reality,
womp, womp.
We probably only did around $60 of support tonight, okay? Truth is, the audience that was here was pretty engaged. We had some good conversation. I really enjoyed talking with everyone and hanging out with everyone while I was also building the Piranha Plant. I think the Piranha Plant looks great. And what I was telling everyone was that if we hit the goal, what I was eyeballing was either like another video game related one, maybe another Mario one for the launch of the Switch, or a Mario Kart related one. They actually do have various Mario Kart related ones, like there's a Donkey Kong and stuff like that. But also, I was thinking there's a new one that they just announced. Now, it's expensive as hell. It's $170, but it's a giant Mario.
Only 170? When it comes to Lego sets, 170 is not that expensive.
On a giant Mario Kart, it's 1,500 pieces. So it's 3 times as many pieces as this guy. So you can imagine how big it would be, like my whole backdrop, right? And I thought it would be perfect. I thought, oh, this would be great because this will be a good setup for Mario Kart coming out in early June with the Switch 2. It didn't convince anyone, all right? And it's funny because people are like, well, why don't you keep doing Legos? Well, I probably will, but it's not going to be on stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably will continue to do some Legos. And maybe I'll do some Legos with my wife, right? You know, maybe I could do.
You're going to be building a Mario Lego off stream with your wife. What the fuck?
That way. But when I try to consider what is it that I'm going to do
rolling
on stream,
start? Oh, dude, that'd be too crazy.
It has to satisfy 3 criteria. I just did 4. 3 criteria. Criteria number 1 is, will people actually just show up for it? Criteria number 2 is, despite the fact that people showed up, will they engage? Will they talk with me? Will they like the stream? Will they watch the videos after the fact? Will they like the videos? Will they leave comments? Because that's all important to successful content on the internet. And then the third factor, will they...
Steiner Man. It's Steiner Matt Day, guys. Steiner Matt Day. We're going to pin that message. And of course, I'd be remiss if I did not remind you guys that we need those memberships. We really do. We need those memberships to fill the coffers. Right now we're at 0 out of 10. No one has stepped up to become a member today or gifted any memberships, which is very sad on my end. I can't believe no one would show up and just get me a bunch of memberships. Wait a minute. What's this? James Les Express Lane. He's been a member for 2 months. Wow. Thank you, James the Lesser. Oh, but wait a minute. James Lesser's going to step up and give 5 memberships. Wow. Thanks, James the Lesser Express Lane. I don't care what management says about you. You're the best. Acting like DSP level. I don't think that's what it is. Asian American Pacific Islander month. Uh-oh, that's going to piss off DSP. Guys, why don't Asian Americans get a special month? Why don't us Italian ones get them? I don't need to give myself just a tip, JDX. Alright, back to the crying and begging on the Daily Wrap about Legos.
Support it, okay? I told everyone way ahead of time. I hope that no one's disappointed. I said just show up, engage and support with the Lego content. I'm happy to continue doing it because some of the builds I want to do, notably this Mario Kart build, is going to be really pricey. I need it to be supported, and it didn't happen, okay? So it is what it is. Piranha Plant, for now, will be my final Lego build. Maybe someone will convince me otherwise. You know, there's always a chance. I always want to say to people, even though maybe I've come to a determination or whatever, there's always a chance. There's always a chance that things could change or turn around. My attitude could flip. Someone convinces me. Sometimes people actually support after the fact. I've seen that, right? Like, people can't be there for the stream, but they're upset because they really like it. So then days later, they support and say, hey, you know, this was for that. Can you still do it? I don't know. I don't foresee that happening. I think that the Lego idea was an interesting idea because it broke up my normal content of gameplay. But much like what has happened with Smart...
Well, much like it happened with everything else, you ran into the ground or you're so fucking boring while doing it. How did it take you 2 streams to build this Lego plant? It should not have taken you 2 streams to build this. It should have been a 1 stream and done. Jackass.
Mark, guys, the initial idea of seeing me do something different works, but when it becomes a more regular thing, it doesn't feel special anymore. Since this is the 3rd Lego I've built this year, since I've now spent so many streams doing it, people aren't that excited for it anymore. Even though, arguably, I think this is the best Lego build I've done. I really like how the Piranha Plant looks. I just don't think anyone's like, wow, this is cool anymore, right? You already saw me do these multiple times. You know what it's going to be. And it's not really interesting except for the hardcore Let's Chill with Phil style audience. Smart Guys was the same. People wanted to see me have a show where I interact with someone else while talking about pro wrestling. It worked for around 4 months, and then the interest waned. So it's kind of the same deal. If you haven't been paying attention to my podcast recently, someone had an interesting idea. Instead of me doing all these dedicated shows to new ideas, instead, I might start doing an actual variety show. You know how I do variety gameplay and it works? What if I did a show where maybe I do it 2-3 times a month, maybe once a week. It's a day stream for the record, so it's the whole major stream. But I always do something different. One week, we actually talk and get caught up about pro wrestling and what's been going on. The next week, I have guests on the show, and they come in and we have conversations about life and gaming and all kinds of stuff via Discord. And then the next week, I do a Lego build while I chill with you.
What life? You don't have a life, DSP. You've said over and over again, your entire life is in that office.
You guys, and we relax. And then the next week, we do, you know what I'm saying? Now, we could have recurring topics, but it wouldn't always be the same thing. That way, it always feels like it's something fresh, it's something new, it's something different. And that way, people hopefully won't get burnt out on any of the ideas. It could work. It could be successful. Maybe that's the way to go moving forward, because people always express they want to see me do some new stuff, but then once I do it for a while, they get tired of it. So maybe that's the key factor.
Because you suck at doing it.
All right? Let's start talking about it on Saturday. And in addition, on Saturday, like I said, when I come back on that podcast, we'll probably look at Borderlands 4 and more. When I come back, there'll be a new backdrop for the new month. That'll be exciting. All right, guys. So, thank you for a great shortened streaming week. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off on Friday. I come back on Saturday to a chill level 1 podcast, including those topics we just talked about, more Oblivion Remastered on the first stream, and the return of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the late stream. One big reminder.
Mind you, he just had a rant about how developers are lazy. Developers don't do anything new. And then he buys and plays Call of Duty every single fucking year.
We're currently at 42 out of 50 goals hit. When we hit 50 support goals, it's time for a marathon of viewers' choice, which you guys are nominating games for right now. The sooner we hit the sooner we can do the marathon. So let's come back strong. A 7-day streaming week next week. Let's hit those goals right away. Let's get momentum. Let's get that marathon going as soon as possible.
He wants the marathon done by the weekend because of the disability checks just came out. So people are going to have more money to burn in his audience.
Everyone, I wish you a safe and fun Thursday and Friday. I'll be back Saturday morning. Peace out. Have a good night. I'll see you later.
So yes, we see the Daily Rat begging. Now let's get on to the actual LEGO stream. Ta-da! And there he is, all in his pig roach glory. That's 720p. But I guess we'll move it over a little bit. Yeah, because I'm not sure how he's gonna do with Legos and all that. So, and again, guys, I gotta say, we need those memberships. We really do. We need those memberships to pay the bills. So if you guys can step up and become a member or gift a bunch of members, OMG, James Loves Express Lane just gifted another 5 memberships. Which means we got our goal of 10 memberships for the stream. Yay! I do this every month and it amuses me every time. Lord Disparity, how's it going? I got a chicken wrap from Wendy's. Instead of a wrap, I got what looks like a pregnant tortilla. God, Phoenix in summer, I cannot imagine. Like, no, that place shouldn't exist.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone tonight? Welcome to my final stream of the week. Welcome to my final stream of the month. Welcome to my final Lego build stream of the Piranha Plant. And just welcome. How's everyone tonight? Hope you're doing good. Everyone's just starting to join now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to finish this so we can have it in my background for May. I'm excited because if we have a good night tonight, it confirms we will do another Lego build in May. Good stuff. Good evening, Itzy. Good evening, King Michael. How is everyone going tonight? How are you doing? How you doing? What's on everyone's mind and what is the word? I need to know what the word is.
Bird? Is bird the word?
Tell me the word immediately. I demand to know the word. What is it?
What's the 1.5 speed? Yes, I do.
I'm sad to hear that you were sick, Scorpion. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. Slayer is here tonight. 43 months as a member. Saturday will be our elections in Singapore, he says. Well, hopefully your elections are not anywhere near as chaotic and dramatic as they are in the United States. Hopefully it's way more calm.
It's probably even worse. Lunch break. I shouldn't have grabbed fast food today because weight loss, but I did grab healthier options. So you got a pregnant tortilla anyways.
Bird is the word. Bird was the word in like the 1950s. It can't be the word now. It's ridiculous. Like 75 years later, that's still the word? I don't think so. Doing well. Excited for Lego build, King Michael. Awesome. How was dinner? Pretty good. It was just turkey sloppy joes today. Very simple, very easy, delicious. Good for you. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, not we enjoyed it. Almost like Cat wasn't there. Just saying. I love barbecue, dude. Barbecue's the best.
Very nice. This seems a little bright. Why is it so bright?
Guys, his delicate skin.
A little better. There we go. Okay. What's up, Gabriel? Good evening.
Delicate pig roach skin, guys. I can't handle the heat.
Are you guys ready to see the Piranha Plant be completed? I hope so. Here's what it looks like as of now. That's what we've got done. The whole first half was the pipe. the stem, or I guess you could say the stalk and the leaves. That's what we did last week, while also ordering the Switch 2, which went very well, as you all know. So now we're finishing it tonight. Apparently the head is the most complex part of it, like really complex. And it's this whole second half of the build. Just as many steps to build the head as it was to build all of that. So should take up a good bit of time tonight. Slayer says he hopes the current ruling party stays in the current ruling party stays in power because they've been in power since independence and have done well as a government. Sounds good. I don't even know what this guy's saying, so I'm just getting rid of him.
Oh, okay. Lane Emmanuel ban.
Nope, no games tonight. Tonight is a night that I take away from gaming to build this Lego, finish it up, and we're just going to hang out, do Q&A, you know, a chill, relaxing stream tonight. No gaming tonight. You know, 99% of my streams are gaming, so this is something to break it up a bit. Was the weather nice today?
Probably only 2/3 of your streaming is video games. The rest is crying and begging. Actually, you know what? Less than half. Probably less than half of his streaming is actually gaming. The rest is podcast, breaks, begging, so forth.
The weather was nice if you weren't in the sun. If you were in the sun, it was warm. But it doesn't affect me anymore because I have the air conditioner in. I have the blackout curtains. I'm good in here no matter what. So it's all good now. Itzy asks, what will the next Lego set be? We don't know. I have some ideas, but we got to see tonight. Here's how it works. It's this simple. If we hit the support goal tonight, it absolutely locks in that we're doing another Lego build in May. Okay? And we'll talk about it probably for a week. We'll figure out what we want. I'll order it. And then we'll probably start maybe second week of May. We'll start doing builds and, you know, do it over the course of May. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then that's it. We've done 3. We did the succulent plant. We did the Minecraft behind me right here, which you can't really see because I'm blocking it with the camera. And we've done the Piranha Plant. 3 is great. I would like to do more. Personally, I enjoy these nights. I find them relaxing. I find them fun to just hang out with you guys while I'm doing something else. And to actually build something for the background that's tangible that we can see is pretty darn neat, in my opinion. I really like doing it. But
first one was a shit show.
If you guys don't like it and, you know, it dies out in popularity because we've already done 3, then so be it. So let's see how it goes tonight. Keep in mind, if we hit the support goal tonight, it gets us closer to our big marathon reward. Right now, we're at 42. We got to hit 50. The marathon reward is the view.
I say 65. I mean, you had to be wearing a t-shirt. I don't know if I'd be wearing shorts in 65-degree weather. Yeah, that is not hot. His sense of temperature, I don't know where he gets it from, but there's more proof he's an alien. Yes, an alien vampire.
Viewers' choice event, where you guys are now nominating and are going to vote on games for me to play during that event while I'm drinking for hitting milestones of support. So it'll be interesting to test games while I'm buzzed. And also, usually a playthrough or 2 that comes out of those events becomes a full game. You know what I mean? Like you find a game you never heard of it before, you play it, you're like, oh wow, this is really good, right?
I'll say for me, 85 plus, and I'm start getting a little uncomfortable.
All right, so speaking of which, let's get some support rolling here tonight. Let's get our first contributions. Let's get our first super chat, our first membership, our first tip, and our first gifted sub over on Kick. This week has been very slow on Kick. To give you perspective here, right now, we have 33 subs on Kick all week. And to be this far into the week, that's actually way low. We had entire streams with nothing from Kick. So it'd be great to get some Kick support tonight. If you're watching on Kick, thank you. I am part of the Kick Partner Program. So simply your views help me out. Hopefully.
And he gets paid weekly. Don't forget, he gets paid weekly now because he's part of the Kick Partner Program. Paid weekly. And yet he's always crying. He's always begging. He always needs more. More? We're talking about more. More.
Hopefully we can get some good viewership over on Kick tonight. It says I have blank viewers.
All right, I found it. April 2025. He just said Kick subs are down. April 2025, Kick subs. 693. Opposed to March, we had 441. He made $3,291 after fees and Kick subs in April, while he made $2,094 in Kick subs on March after fees. He actually made over $1,000 more in April on Kick subs than he did in March. But somehow it's slow? Huh. That math just ain't mathing there, guys. That math just doesn't fucking math up now, does it?
I'm not even kidding. It won't even tell me how many viewers I have. It's blanked out. So I have no idea. I guess it hasn't
85
registered.
degrees
Maybe
away,
I only have like 2 viewers, so therefore it doesn't show me a viewer number. It won't even show me how many people are watching, so I guess I'll check it back later. But the more people who watch on Kick, the better. Okay? Kick has been glitching for an entire hour. Well, there you go. Thank you, Mozzie. Mozzie likes the shirt. You'll see many shirts like this over the spring and summer. Sometimes, if the shirt fits well, I'll button it. Sometimes, if it doesn't fit well, I'll just wear it as an overshirt.
Never gonna happen.
With a nice, sleek undershirt like I'm doing today. This shirt doesn't really button properly. That's why I stopped wearing it as a button shirt.
It doesn't button properly because you got fatter. There's guys, this is the healthiest I've ever been. I'm almost skinny now, guys. I've lost weight. Then why doesn't your shirt button anymore?
Okay. How the hell do you keep getting banned? This is so frustrating. Stop getting banned. Stop it.
Why do you keep banning your fans?
It's very annoying.
Pterodiclonius.
Okay. I just unbanned the person who requested to be unbanned for the record, okay?
How much money did they give you for that? No, this is not live. This is from last night. But he took today off to avoid May the 1st shenanigans.
That's not true at all. I'm not the only one who bans people on my streams. That's ridiculous. So we have $1 of support. Let's get some right now. Like I said, if we hit the goal tonight, we continue with Lego Build Nights. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then that's a sign. It means you guys are tired of it, right? I like the Lego Build Nights. I want to keep them going. You know, they're not every week, but you do them 2 or 3 times a month, and it ends up being really fun. I think this Piranha Plant's going to look really nice in the background for May, so I'd like to do more. I would like to keep up the Lego builds, okay? Toasty was not banned. I don't know if people keep saying this. Stop making shit up. Toasty was not banned at all today. People all started saying this, and he wasn't. This is stupid.
He's not banned, guys. He's not banned.
Slayer, I'm glad you like this Elysium. I mean, I do too. I just don't think it's a very good viewer.
If he was taking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, coming back on Monday, I would say, yeah, he was going to Connecticut to visit his mom. But he's right back here on Saturday, according to his schedule. So, yeah, he's not flying today, spending the night, and then flying back tomorrow. Like, that's not going to happen.
Game. It doesn't need an audience, right? It's more like you enjoy the dialogue for yourself. I think that's why it didn't work. It sucks because I really liked it.
And yet plenty of other people have streamed Disco Elysium.
Oh, yeah, Phil Vester deserved it earlier today. 100%. What a stupid idiot, the way that he was talking on stream. Like, let's just keep bringing up everything that's going to cause drama in a row. And then I have it out with him and say stop. And then he says the dumbest possible thing.
Why, he wasn't praising you, telling you you're the greatest gamer of all time? How dare you not praise me, guys? He wasn't praising me.
Yeah, I know Schedule 1 I only played during my birthday marathon. We never got back to it.
Enjoy it, Lord.
I kept trying to get back to it. Never really did. No, we don't have any real houseplants. No, we don't. Nope. Shouldn't have real houseplants if you actually have pets that roam around the house like dogs or cats, because if they eat them, they can get very sick. So we don't have houseplants.
No. There are plenty of houseplants you can have that won't make your pet sick. There are some that, yes, will. That's why you research and you find out which ones will make your pet sick and which ones won't. Fuck, you're an idiot. Yeah, it's very engaging Lego content without the Lego or the content.
What's up, Captain? Good to see you, man. Captain, tonight we're going to finish Piranha Plant, and we're going to see if we continue doing Legos or not, depending on how tonight goes. Spawn Killer says, I think in a week or 2 I get the new crown. Maybe. I don't have a real way to look that up, I don't think. If I click on your name, and I go to channel activity.
Say it's a theory, but
it shows when you became a YouTuber.
There's no way he's flying out there today and then
when
flying
you
back
actually
tomorrow.
Became a member.
There's not enough time.
Sadly, so I can't see that. All right, Captain, thanks. You have a good night, man. You got 25% off this Lego set when you bought it because the box was damaged. That's kind of silly. Unless the Legos are damaged, like, who cares if the box is damaged? I mean, that's good for you. Good on
you.
You'd
be flipping the fuck out if the box was damaged.
No one would buy it if the box was ripped up, huh?
You'd be flipping the fuck out if the box was damaged.
Yes, Phil Vester was a LARPer. Like a lot of people, sadly,
Bunny, how's it going?
Someone who pretends to be a fan, but then all of a sudden he starts referencing toxic things, negative memes, dumb shit that hurts me. You know, he's an asshole.
Hurts me. Everyone knows me.
People were all acting all, oh no. Guys, you know who he is, because probably some of you were the LARPers too. I'm not stupid. All right? So you just shut up about it.
Very salty, guys. Very salty.
I did a full playthrough of Adam Falls live on this channel along with 2 endings. There is currently no 5-year badge on YouTube because there's no way anyone could actually be a 5-year member on YouTube. But perhaps when we come to next year, I'll make another one. Right now, the Emerald Crown will go into effect for 4 years, and that's going to be around May 15th to 19th. It's not clear exactly which day, but it's around the middle of May that those will go into effect.
I tried watching Bleach before and I couldn't get into it, unfortunately.
All right, well, guys, we're going to get started. We have $1 of support. That's not a good start. To start a Lego Build Night where the future of Lego Build Nights hinges on if we hit the support goal tonight and we have $1, that's not good. Keep in mind, we want to not only be hitting the goal, but we want to be trying to exceeding goals so that we can get to the marathon more quickly. I want to do the marathon over the weekend. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like it's probably going to happen early to midweek next week.
On your long term,
you can nominate a real-time strategy game, March Base, but number one, you got to realize people have to also back you up for that nomination or there's no point. And number two, it should be a game that doesn't have an insanely slow opening, and I get the feeling that a lot of real-time strategy games do. In an hour, if I don't really get to play the game, then what's the point? Like, Inscription, remember that? Everyone's like, you got to play Inscription. Okay, so I play it. I'm 45 minutes into it, and we're still in like a boring-ass tutorial, and I'm falling asleep. And I was like, this is the worst opening. Why the fuck would someone nominate this for a marathon? You know? Like, what is going on here? Stream keeps freezing for you. It could be a Kick thing. Like I said on Kick, it wouldn't even show me the number of viewers that we have. It still won't. It's glitched and won't show me how many people are watching the stream. So I have absolutely no idea how many of you are actually watching on Kick tonight. It says blank viewers. It's just blanked out. So, amazing. I'm good, Leo Kira. I'd be better if we had some support rolling to get the momentum.
Guys, just saying.
Much better.
It'd be better if we had more support, guys.
I guess it is what it is. I guess we're gonna have
we had support. It'd be better.
Again, you know, the future of Lego builds is on the line tonight.
Join his fingers, stare at chat, waiting for money. Money, 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 money. Money.
Would I ever do a DSP Tries It Breakfast edition? The thing is, with most fast food breakfasts, everyone knows they are disgusting. Like, there's no chance that they're good. Most of them are really atrociously bad. And I don't think I would be broadcasting when I eat breakfast. You know, I don't. When I eat breakfast is way before my first stream. So.
You don't get up that early, so shut the fuck up, DSP.
Excuse me.
Wow. That's terrible, Dasher P. All of his Zelda. I don't know why he's playing Zelda stuff because he hates Zelda.
I guess we'll start. No reason to dilly-dally any further. Nothing else coming in, so. I really, I'll be honest with you, this is the final Lego night. I like doing this. I don't like doing it every week, but I really like doing the Legos. Like, it was really fun to do that.
No, how's it going?
It was really fun to do the Minecraft one during my birthday marathon, and I actually had a great time last week building the first half of this guy. So I do hope that it continues, but, you know, I can't make people show up, engage, and support with content. That's up to you guys if you like it or not. So let's see how it goes tonight, okay? All right, here we go. Good evening, Game Boy. Good to see you. Okay. What is up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to Build with Phil, the Lego Piranha Plant build, night 2. Last time around, we had a pretty good run for almost 2 hours. I worked on and built both the green pipe and the stem/stalk and the maneuverable, adjustable leaves of the Piranha Plant Lego build. It was about 75 steps to do so, and it took just under 2 hours. Okay, so tonight, my goal is to finish the Piranha Plant build. FYI, there's about 75 more steps to actually build the head, which actually is larger than the pipe. So this thing's going to be big, a big-ass Piranha Plant head on this guy, okay? So this should be fun. I think this is going to be neat. We're going to interact and have a good chill time together tonight here on the stream as we do it. We'll have the multiple camera angles as usual. And I want to say this for those who have watched me do these Lego builds over the last few months. Remember, we started in February with the succulent plant build, which was 3 streams. Then during my birthday marathon, we actually built the Minecraft sword build, if you remember that. And that's been in my background all month long for April. And now here we are on April 30th, and we're going to finish the Piranha Plant build. I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for those who showed up live to engage.
Money,
thanks to those who have supported in any way, whether it was here live on the streams, whether it was on demand, whatever it was, thanks. I really like doing these streams because they're very different than my normal content. It's not gameplay, right? It allows me to actually have fun doing something different and hanging out and having discussion and interaction with all of you. All right. And I absolutely really have liked doing it. I would like to continue. FYI, I already said to the audience that tonight, if we get support, if we hit our goal, I will do another build in May, confirmed, locked in. What will the Lego build be? We don't know yet. We're going to talk about it. We're going to probably take a look at various...
But as we just saw, he does not hit the goal. Womp womp. But he's still going to do Legos. Because, guys, I don't have to play video games. Video games are too hard. Can you imagine playing a video game is just too much work for him? So he's got to play with Legos instead.
Legos that are available on podcasts over the next week or two. I had an idea. I said, hey, one of the ideas would be perhaps the Mario Kart build that they just, I guess, announced. Because
if you're playing on your own, playing for your own fun, whatever, sure. Doesn't really fucking matter. You're playing on your own. But if you're playing for an audience, why are you save stating? Why are you cheating? JTL didn't swing by to save Legos. I did not. Jay, tell me you just subscribed. Holla for the sub.
The Mario Kart build would be neat, being that in early June is the release of the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. And then I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find it. I actually don't think that it's available yet. Like, if I type in Lego Mario Kart, okay, all I get are these little builds that are really small. Like, they're like, you know, 20 bucks and they're little carts. The one that I had seen was the one that I think they had just recently announced. That's like a really, really big one. I think it's supposed to be like Mario in the giant cart or whatever. And I'm not seeing that here. I'm going to take a quick look on just like a Google search. Yeah, see, here it is. Is this even available yet? Nope. Pre-order this item today. It ships on May 15th, 2025. It's really cool. It's 1,600 plus pieces, and it costs $170.
Which, again, for Lego, not that much money.
Holy shit. So this would be like a crazy build. The thing is apparently huge.
No problem, Dr.
That's why I can't find it for purchase. Maybe we could pre-purchase it, right? Maybe that's the one I do. And then when I get it, we start building it, and we build it like maybe it'll take like 3-4 nights to build it. I don't know. I'm curious. Should we do something like that or not? Or maybe what we should do is in May do a different one and then do that in June. Anyway, thanks to those who've been here. Again, if we hit the goal, if we do well tonight, we will confirm there will be another Lego build coming up in May. Okay? So, let's get started. We have a $10 contribution. It is a $10 tip. If you're not funny, let's get some support for Lego builds tonight. Let's finish the Piranha Plant. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. There you go. That's Audrey, too, from Little Shop of Horrors. That is not the Piranha Plant, for the record. You are confused. It is a killer plant, but that's the wrong one. But anyway, thank you. You're not funny for a $10 tip. I appreciate that. And then there was a $2 tip here from Spawn Killer. You believe your vest streak was successful year?
He's looking at one of the Lego ones.
You mean the first year when I did the vest streak and it was like insane amount of streaks of doing it? Yeah, of course. I mean, that was wild. And that was a year when I really was having financial problems. So it helped a tremendous amount. Like, honestly, it's kind of a godsend that it happened with that timing. And it was completely random. It wasn't intended that way. It was just an organic thing that happened.
It's totally organic, guys. Not
really
YYC or anything, guys. I swear.
But it was fun. It was crazy. But you know what? I'm actually happy that it ended because it was starting to take over the content, right? Okay, folks. Let's do it. Let's get started. It's time for Piranha Plant Night 2.
It's time to give me money.
And so, here it is. What we could probably do is put, as far as we got, we could put this guy in the background, okay? So you'll see him at the back of the table all night. And then when we're ready, we build the head, we can actually put it onto there, okay? All right, so let's get back to it.
Let's get back to giving me money, guys.
This is bag number 5. If you remember, I think we already did 3 bags, maybe 4. So there's bag number 5. Here's bag number 6. Can't reach the other bag. It feels like there's another one. Maybe there's not. You know what? There's not. These are all the bags from last week. Bags 1 through 4. Okay. Scorpion says, speaking about your throwback stuff, I was on your throwback channel. I'm glad that Dante's Inferno has been put on there. The game brought back memories for me. We need more games like that these days. Yeah, and that was a unique one. I mean, Dante's Inferno came out so long ago. Here's how old that game is. So 2009, 2010, I think. YouTube wouldn't allow it. YouTube literally wouldn't let me play it. They blocked the playthrough. So I just gave up on playing the game and never uploaded it anywhere. As you see there, it's an incomplete playthrough because they just kept denying me my ability to upload it like crazy. So I'm glad that I did do that because it was a lost, forgotten playthrough. And now today things are so much different. They allow it. So they allowed me to put it up there. Okay. So let's do it. Let's get started. Let's get to where we were. I believe we were just about halfway through. Yeah, see, we were right here, right here. Okay. So we are going to start tonight right here at step 75, bag 5. Okay, so let's put bag 6 aside because we don't need it right now. Here's bag 5, and they're saying to dump bag 5, so we will. Did I set up background music? I didn't have time. This is what I keep telling you guys, too.
Guys, I can't set up background music. It's impossible.
Why didn't he set up background music? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Do you want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I finished my stream earlier today. I went to my PC. I had to make thumbnails for the 2 videos, which took about a half an hour. Then I got the videos uploading. And then I went downstairs. I immediately had dinner with my wife. After that, I cleaned up, washed up everything, the dishes or whatever. I went outside. I did some chores outside that I had to do for tonight. I went to the couch. I sat down with my wife for 20 minutes and had a cup of coffee. And then I came back up and immediately turned on the stream, and here we are. I didn't have time. I swear to God, people think that I have like insane amounts of free time. I don't. I just don't. If I did, I totally would have come in here and set up music. I don't have time for it. I don't even think about it. I don't.
Mind you, he has his own music. He has his own music. All he's got to do is hit that playlist and the music will play in the background. And it would be his music. Don't worry about copyright claims. Don't worry about copyright strikes. It would just literally be his music playing. Would have no worries about anything. But he's too fucking stupid and lazy to do that.
Have the moments of free time you guys think I have, So anyway, here we go.
Also, he has nothing but free time. His entire life is free time.
Narwhal Gaming asks the following. Here's some interesting pieces. Look at those. Now that I have tried this goal system for a while on my streams, do I think that I missed the intensity and hype of the streak system? No, absolutely not. The streak system is good for building hype, but the problem with the streak system is that, quite frankly, the people who are my biggest supporters literally can't be on every stream. There's always going to be a stream that's slow. Do you get it? And by the way, I should move all this stuff. Realize.
You mean whale. Your whale can't be on every single stream.
Move all my controllers out of the way here onto the floor.
Hey, you used to do music all the time.
Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the most popular games are the biggest things going on. There's always going to be a time when, sadly, the people who can support the most can't be there. You know what I mean? So the streak is always going to end. It's just a matter of when. And it sucks when it ends, and now you've got to get back on track, and you've got to maintain, and then there's this drama every single stream. It becomes exhausting. It becomes a fatigue, like when we had the vest streak, right? So I don't like it. I really don't. I like the idea of these goals is that we hit them, great. If we don't, it's okay to have a slow stream or two. As long as it's not a giant streak of it, we can still consistently get rewards. We can still consistently do fun stuff, right? So, yeah, there you go. I really just don't like the whole streak system. What's up, MVL Roy? It's good to see you here tonight. Okay. So, we're going to get started. I should probably get my glasses. Here they are. All right. So, what they're telling me to do...
Doesn't have his glasses ready, guys. Doesn't have his glasses ready.
A rod. Okay. 6 of these rod things. Put these aside over here. Huh. I'm very dumb. It's saying it's not 6, it's 1. Yeah, it's saying 1 of these. For some reason, there's a number 6 next to it. Like, I'm not crazy. Take a look. They drew a number 6 next to it. I don't know why they did that. But it says, I guess I just need 1. And I'm going to take one of these really weird looking pieces here, and the rod has to go into it. Wait. Oh, okay. And then...
I'd love a Kerr story. Yeah, this is definitely
for the record, these are
video
really weird pieces we're working with here. I've never seen
guys,
pieces like
that's
this
too
before.
much work, guys. I can't do that. I can't do that, guys. It's too much work.
Look, nothing here looks like a standard Lego piece at all. So it's quite confusing. And in fact, the piece they want me to get is in the other small bag. That's why I couldn't even find it there. Okay?
Good, let him be confused.
All right. Thank you. MVL Royce is ready for Lego, and I hope you're having a great one. Thank you, Envy. We're just starting here. So what they want me to do, once I've stuck the rod into this small piece, they want me to take this guy and put it onto the rod. All the way. Like that. I guess that holds it in place. And then, oh God, I can't even see that piece. It's so small. There's a tiny single peg piece that they want me to put on.
Pegging piece? Guys, gotta find that pegging piece.
Yeah. I don't know what these pieces are from. These weird peg pieces, you see them? They're very bizarre. I've never seen that on a Lego set before. So now I'm putting a single pink peg onto that. This is very odd and time consuming because it's weird. And that goes all the way on there like that, okay?
Yeah, it's very weird to get
building like a hinge to the mouth. Maybe that's actually what this is going to be, okay? I received a $2 tip here. The streak system is still there if you've replaced it with momentum. Well, listen. The whole idea is that you do want to be hitting goals, right? That is the truth. You want to be hitting goals.
Money,
you want to be being successful. And it's not always possible to do so. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. And that's the difference between the streak and not doing a streak. Now, yeah, there is momentum. If you hit multiple goals in a row, that's absolutely momentum. And that's something cool to try to maintain. That's something hype to try to build and keep going, right? But it's not always going to happen. You know, there's nothing you can really do about it. You just try. Okay. All right, continuing on. People are saying that they don't like the lights. You think that the lights are bothering you? Do you want me to do a different lighting situation here? Here, instead of the colors, what if I just did white? Because that's actually the original layout. Let me see here. How about that? So now it's just a consistent one color. It's supposed to look like smoke rather than all the different colors. Are the colors bothering you guys? If they are, that's fine. We could just do the smoke background. That's what this is. Smoky. What do you think? Better or worse?
Probably worse. Doing your nails. God, him turning on his nails all the time just annoys me so much.
Better, the same. How could it possibly be better and the same at the same time? Also, I can already tell it's getting warm in here, so I'm going to actually turn on the air conditioner higher. This is better? People are saying this is better. Okay.
Guys, he's going to sweat to death building Legos.
Apparently, it isn't bothering people as much.
Don't you guys understand he's going to be sweating to death building Legos?
Smoky room. Okay. Up next, so look at this. So here's what we've got so far. This weird contraption piece. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. All right. They want... What the... This is weird. So there's two different kinds of these pieces. And they're showing both of them. Here's the difference. Do you see the difference? They're very similar, these pieces. So they're actually specifically singling out the longer one, saying you need to use the longer one. The shorter one will not work. And what they want you to do is just take the longer one and once again, put it onto this crazy rod piece by sticking it on the end like this. Okay? Okay. Now, they want you to take one of these short red rods
and shove it in there.
I thought I saw... Oh, they're over here. They're in the bag. Okay.
Guys, just gotta shove it in there, guys. Just shove it in there.
And they want me to take one of these.
And he wonders why he doesn't hit the goals on these
bizarre
trees.
Looking white pieces. They
it's so
like
fucking
or something.
boring.
I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Even watching with you guys is like, don't fall asleep.
They want me to actually shove the rod.
Don't bust your switch on and play some Vampire Survivors while he does this, because holy fuck is he boring.
And they want me to shove it through two.
Oh, you want to shove it in there through two of them now?
Okay, and then they want me to shove that into the end of what we just put on here, like this. Okay, so that's what they wanted me to do. I don't know what the hell that is, but this is what they have me build right now. Okay? Very odd, but all right. All right, continuing, we've got what appears to be a gray-looking piece. I literally only have one gray piece in front of me. That's not the piece. That's not it. It looks like a tube. There must be a really small piece in this bag then. Oh, yeah, there it is. A tiny tube. And this green random piece here. Oh, man, this is going to take forever. I'm glad that we have a whole night to do this, because this is going to be very complex. So they want me to stick this tube into the hole in this green piece. Like that. Then they want me to put this green piece into this elongated thing.
Shove it in there. Yeah, I made that video a couple weeks ago, and I saved it for today. Like because it'll be about May the 1st, so gotta save it for May the 1st.
That got my thumb right there, but that's okay. Not that bad. All right. It's looking weirder and weirder the more we build. I can imagine. Again, this is supposed to be like the base of the mouth or something. I don't know. Okay, now a yellow piece. I don't see any yellow. It's not yellow. I guess it's supposed to be beige. A beige tube. And then a red tube. Okay. They want me to stick the beige tube into the red tube. Then they want me to take that red tube and jam it into the hole next to this white thing.
Jam it in the hole, guys. Like got to jam it in the hole.
Okay. This is a really confusing build. I have no clue what we're doing right now. Okay, so now they're saying, once again, you need one of the longer red pieces, and they just want you to slide that on.
Just slide it in, baby. Just slide it in.
Oh, I see. They want you to slide it on and put it onto the other side of this guy. Okay. So it's going to snap onto this little, see the nub that's kind of sticking out? Okay. So it actually snapped all together like that to hold itself in place.
Maybe spit on it first. Might make
I don't know
who
comes up with this stuff. This stuff is weird, right? Very bizarre. Okay. Let's see here. I received a $5 tip.
Boom. The aliens, please let them invade.
I think you'd have time to put in background music if you hired an editor and you had Kat pick up on more work at home. Doesn't seem too hard to put in music. I had editors. I do still have some, but I had more editors, and it kind of fell apart with a lot of stuff going on, a lot of levels of harassment, trolling, all kinds of shit, okay?
They all quit. They all quit.
To be quite frank, it wouldn't even matter if I hired someone right now. I don't even think anyone would be trustworthy to be an editor of mine because of all the nonsense going on. Like I said, all the LARPing, as I've said, right? So, yeah, I wish that I could, but sadly, I just got to do a lot more work for myself these days, which means I just don't have free time. Kat does not work on my business at all because she doesn't. She has nothing to do with the business. She's not part of the business. She
just appears on stream and she decides what food you eat and she bitches about the games you're playing, but she has nothing to do with the stream, guys. Nothing to do with the streams.
I'm going to be doing anything regarding my YouTube channels or anything like that. So, no. She has enough stress in her life with the job she works, cooking meals, doing things around the house, and her other things that she does. She doesn't need to be involved with my work as well. Hall Payman is here tonight with a $2 super chat. And he says, you can trust in me, Tribal Chief. Well, thank you, Hall Payman. You are the first super chatter of the night with that $1.99. Now we're at $22 of support and climbing. Guys, that is good momentum. Thank you for that. Let's continue with that momentum, shall we? Okay. All right. So we put that on there. Yes, we did. Now they want me to get another one of those tiny pink pieces.
Oh, Star Trek, of course.
And they want me to put that here.
I was thinking of the movie Contact.
Just put it right on.
God, that's an old movie.
There we go.
Not as old as Star Trek, though.
Okay, now there's a long black piece. Here it is. And they actually want me to jam that into this hole, this cross hole up here.
Getting the black one in there now? Just like your cat?
Okay, I did that. I jammed it in. Okay, now we're getting crazy. They want this yellow rod, this weird-ass green piece with a ball attached to it, and this weird-ass red piece with a ball attached to it. All weird pieces, okay? They want me to take the red piece like this. They want me to take the yellow piece, and they want me to jam it in. Then they want me to take this green piece, and they want me to jam it in like this.
Inky.
So that these pieces are connected with this yellow rod kind of protruding from the side. Then they want me to take this piece and they want me to insert it onto the black rod that we just put onto this giant piece, like this. Wow, I still have no clue what we're looking at. This must be like the base of the head, but I have no idea how that's going to turn into a piranha plant. Whoa. MVL Roy with a $5 super chat says, what's your favorite Lego that you build? Also, what are you drinking? Oh, I'm just drinking filtered water. Absolutely nothing of any real interest. Just filtered water here tonight. As for what is my favorite Lego that I built so far?
I was finding new with that old
honestly,
already. Holy shit.
The succulent plant is very nice, but it's kind of just an artistic one for like any generic display. It doesn't really appeal to or apply to me. I like the Minecraft one, but honestly, I think this Piranha Plant, when done, will be the best. This will be the one that I probably like the most, right? So, as long as it looks good when we're done, I think it'll look good. So, MVL Roy, thank you. Get you on the leaderboard here. Yeah. That gets us up to 28 bucks of support and climbing. Again, if we hit the goal tonight,
guys.
we will lock in and confirm that we will be doing another Lego build next month. Okay? Okay, cool. Continuing on. So we just added the weird ball pieces to here. Okay, now they want this gray. I don't know how to describe these pieces, right? I don't know.
See how slick his hair is? How oily and greasy it is? Holy shit. I just now noticed like the light shining off his hair.
Oh. Okay, they want me to be sure that the hinge is facing the right direction, and they want me to put this onto the black rod, like so. So it's loose. Do you see that's a loose moving piece? They want it to be loose and be able to move there. All right, well, it's moving. Then, they want me to take the other red piece with the ball on it, and they actually just want me to put it onto IC.
Kind of surprised we don't have adult supervision for this.
Oh, crap. They will be connected by this red piece, and that will hold that gray piece together.
I have to have a neighbor come over and look after and make sure it doesn't fuck it up.
All right. So there you go. Now it's all secure. You got a moving gray piece, whatever that thing will be. And all these balls are getting into place here. Okay. We need another one of these small red pieces with the double cross on it. It's right here. You want me to toss that? I see. They want me to put that to cover this red piece sticking out and this black piece sticking out to connect those two and hold it in place. We've done that. It's actually becoming symmetrical now. Then they want me to take one of these, and put it on the side just like on the other side. So what we've done, we've now created a completely symmetrical build of whatever this is. I don't know what it is, but there you go. It's completely symmetrical. Okay? Now. Oh, there's an Optimus Prime set. I didn't know they did Transformers Legos. That'd be pretty cool, maybe, for the future.
That'd be cool.
I did play as the Piranha Plant in Super Smash Bros. Remember when it came out? I played as him for that first session or two. I liked the character. Okay, so they want me to take this brownish, fleshy colored rod. Yes, I just said fleshy rod. I did say that. And they want me to take another one of these tiny red pieces that have the two nubs in it, or the two crosses in it, I should say. Here it is. And they want me to take this fleshy rod and insert it right there into the hole. And then they want me to push it all the way in, as deep as it can go. Then they want me.
I mean, I'm having fun with it too.
What's up, Vietnamese comrade? Then they want me to get one of these red cylinder sleeves.
Watching that on the news, holy shit.
And they want me to push that all the way up the fleshy colored rod. So put a sleeve on the rod.
Gotta get that flesh rod out there, guys. That big old flesh rod.
Then, oh God.
I thought it was DSP, so that very, very small flesh rod.
Rounded tips. I'm not making this up. This is what we're doing. And they want me to put that all the way down the fleshy rod as far as I can jam it. There we go. So it's nice and tight on there, nice and snug. And then they want me to put that on one side here, like this. So it's on there. You see that? And then they want me to do exactly the same thing and put it on the other side so it's symmetrical. So we have to do all of that over again.
No.
So we have to find another. I found it. Another fleshy colored rod. Very nice. Now we have to find another one of the another one of these pieces. Where is it? Here it is. Shove the fleshy rod into the red hole. Oh, ow. Hurts. All right, then. Then take one of the red sleeves and put it on again. All I'm doing is describing Legos. I don't know if you guys have a problem with this. All I'm doing is describing Lego pieces, so you all have some problems if you're thinking of anything else.
That's all he's doing, guys. That's all he's doing.
I'm going to take this rounded pink tip and shove it right onto the fleshy rod. Okay? Nice and tight and snug. And we put it on the other side. All right. Nice and symmetrical. There you go. So here it is. Now it's completely symmetrical, whatever this thing is going to be. Okay? Let's continue.
Remember, guys, he wants $150 for this.
We're going to start putting on pieces that appear to be teeth. Now, that's interesting.
$150 is what he wants.
Look like spiked teeth.
For this.
And you're going to put them, we put them on each one of these rods that's
well,
facing forward.
It's the end of Legos Forever.
So these teeth are for biting. They're not really for cutting. They're for biting from the way that they're designed here. I would say biting and tearing. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. I got it on. Biting and tearing. They're not like sharp teeth that would like cut. Instead, they would clamp in, almost like shark teeth. And then, no, shark teeth are serrated. These are not serrated. So actually not like shark teeth. Yeah, here we go. 4 teeth. So it's quite obvious this now is either the top or the bottom of the Piranha Plant's mouth. We're not sure which, but it's one of them, right? Okay, cool. Very nice. I received a $3 tip from Joko Boko. I've been enjoying my new PS5 Pro. I've decided to start the original Armored Core from 1997. It looks stunningly amazing, running at a full 60 frames per second. There you go. We'll enjoy. PS5 Pro is a great piece of console hardware. I look forward to using mine whenever the heck GTA 6 comes out. Besides that, I don't know when the next time I'll actually
GTA 6 is going to be $100 bucks. Calling it now.
Thank you very much.
$100 for that game.
I appreciate that, Chocoboko. Good to see you here tonight on the Lego stream. Okay, so now they want me to take this big pink piece that looks like the palate or the tongue, and they want me to take another pink piece and put it into it so it becomes like a flattened pink piece. And then they just want me to put that square in the middle of this. Like that. There you go. Cool. Oh, now we're going crazy. So they want me to get one of the yellows and one of the black rods, right? That's black, I believe. Yes. It says I'm also going to need red rods. So those are over here. Wait, are they? Yes. How many? Just one. Okay. I need a red rod.
He's that big old red rod, guys. Big old red rod.
One of these white pieces right there. I'm going to need one of these towering white pieces right there. I'm going to need 2 of these curved white pieces. So we're going to do something with these 7 pieces. Okay? Let's see how this goes. So, we got this guy, and we're just going to jam one of the yellow rods into it. Okay. The other side, we're going to put in a red rod. Then we're going to take the other curvy piece and connect it to the red rod. We put the 2 together like so. Okay? Then we're going to take the black piece, the black rod, and we're going to have that stick out. And then we're going to put the rounded piece underneath this big piece that looks like a tower, a pyramid, or a missile head. And then that is going to go onto the black rod. Impale the black rod, just like that. Okay, look what we got. Don't ask me what that's supposed to be. You can assume, you can tell me what that looks like in the video comments or in the chat, but I'm not going to say a word. You can just think of it for yourself what you think that might look like, okay?
If yours looks like that, DSP, you have some medical issues.
Anyway.
You go see a doctor.
I swear this is an official Lego build night. This is real. I didn't make this set up. This is really...
Speaking of future games coming out like Borderlands 4 or GTA 6, what are you guys looking forward to? There's so many fucking games already in my backlog. I don't even care. I don't even care about what games will be coming up because I have so many fucking games to get through. Like Rogue Trader 40K. Womp womp. So unless Dark Souls 4 gets announced or Bloodborne 2 gets announced, don't really give a shit. College football, yes.
Officially Lego. I'm not kidding. Okay.
Oh, tight end from Bowling Green got drafted. Fannin. I used him a ton in college football 25. I used him a ton in college football 25. He got drafted. I took a screenshot of it. Fuck, I gotta find that. Screenshots. Please tell me I saved it. Yes, he got drafted in the 3rd round by the Browns. So he was going from wearing orange with Bowling Green to wearing orange with the Browns. And shout out to defensive tackle Darius Alexander Going to the New York Giants from Toledo. Macton being represented. Hey, I love the college football way better than anything of the Madden recently, anyways.
Okay, let's continue. Whoa. So they want me to take this and jam it into the middle hole of these 3 white holes here, like so. Just like that. See that? So I think now we're starting to see what this is going to be. So now they want me to take another one of the black rods. They want to take another one of these white pieces, another one of these sharp pointed pieces, another 2 of the curvies, and another red rod. So no yellow rod this time. Yeah. Okay, the red rod will go into the end of one of the curvy pieces. Then the other curvy piece goes on, and then the black rod goes into the end of the curvy piece like this. And then we do the same thing that we just did. We take the rounded piece, put it on underneath the sharp, pointy piece, and that goes onto the black piece like so. I'm just going to guess that's going to go onto the other yellow piece. And indeed, I'm correct. And so what we have right now appears to be the base of the Piranha Plant's mouth. We're getting places here. We're already a half an hour into the stream, which it doesn't feel like, does it? But this is just a weird build.
And you've not gotten anything fucking done.
Yeah, it's coming together just very slowly. You got to be careful with this build because it's so odd. Okay. I received a $2.22 tip.
Holla, holla.
Yo. He says, jam the rods in like a metal rod up your ass. Oh, there you go. It's this guy again. Thanks for the tip. I don't know why this guy thinks about metal rods up an ass all the time. Maybe it's a fetish of his or something. We're now at 33 of support out of the 150 goal, everyone. Thank you for the consistent support. Let's keep it going. Guys, let's get some subs over on Kick. This has been a very slow week for Kick support. Let's get some support over on Kick tonight, okay? Okay. So they want me to take one of these beige-like tube pieces.
Keep it classy, Phil.
And one of the red sleeves.
That's your audience you've built.
The tube into the sleeve.
That is your audience.
They want me to take one of these pieces, the ones that they kept telling me not to use up to now. Now I'm using it, and they want me to plug the beige piece into the first hole. Okay? Then they want me to get 2 red rods. Let me push all these pieces to the side because these are not involved right now. 2 red rods. And they want me to get this hinge beast, 2 of them, these hinge beasts. See them? I don't know why I'm calling them hinge beasts, but they just look weird to me.
Because you're weird.
All right. There we go. They want me to take one of them and put a red rod into each side.
Drone pilot.
Then they want me to
back,
plug
relax,
that to the
and
side
blow them
of
up from a
other hinge
distance.
like this.
That's
now
the way
the
to do
hinges
it.
have been connected. And then they want me to take those connected hinges and they want me to jam them into the tube that we just created that jammed into this piece. But that doesn't work. It doesn't fit. Huh. Let me put on my glasses and make sure I'm reading this right. Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. They want me to put that red rod into this hole, not this hole. I tried to put it into this one. They want me to put it into this one. There we go. So I needed my glasses for that when I was misreading it. There we go. Okay. Oh, man. What do we need now? What is that? More? We need 2 more of the fleshy tubes. Okay, 2 more. We need, 2 more of the sleeves. No, these are longer. Just to see, these are not the regular stubby sleeves. These are longer and have like a notch in them. So they're a little different from the other ones. Okay. And then there's this piece here. That's it's a rounded hole with 2 kind of notch pieces hanging off the ends like a pipe. That's what we're working with. Okay. So what they want me to do now, they want me to take each one of these and pop them on the sides like this. Then they want me to take each one of these fleshy tubes and punt them in the sides of there like that. And then they want me to take that and put that into the next hole of what we've been building like this.
Inky.
There we go. So it's kind of loose and it kind of rotates to show you. It's not very
loose?
solid. It kind of goes everywhere.
Everyone have that issue.
That's how you do it. According to them, that's correct. Okay. So this is going to probably be
have
at
that
the top
issue.
of the mouth, I would assume. That's what it's looking like to me. Okay. Let's see here. Am I going to buy the next PSP? I don't know. Depends on stats. Depends on
how much money you guys give me,
many things
guys.
to factor in there. If it's just for personal playing, probably not. I don't know. We'll see.
Guys, give me a bunch of money. I'll buy the next
$2 super chat. He says, I'm loving your humor tonight. Thank you, NVL Roy. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very serious when I build Legos. I'm not jesting or laughing or cracking any jokes.
You're talking about the PlayStation Portal?
I'm being very observant. I received a $2 tip from Agro Gamer. Did you buy a PS5 Pro with external disk drive or without it? I did not buy the PS5 Pro. It was donated to me. I actually was not going to get one.
Nope. Bullshit. He says that, but then he'll accidentally admit that, no, he spent the money for it. Yeah, I spent all this money for all these upgrades, and you guys don't give me money for it. What the fuck?
But then someone wanted me to have one for games upcoming, such as GTA 6, so they donated.
With his glasses, because he doesn't get his shit updated on a regular basis like he's supposed to, yeah, they're going to be blurry. Which is probably going to give him a fucking headache. He's a dumbass. He refuses to get his shit updated when he needs to. God, he's such an idiot.
And it is the diskless. I do not have a drive for it. It's just the diskless model. Okay. Continuing on. They want me to find a long red rod. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. It was underneath the mouth. There's the long red rod. Okay. And then they want... Oh, I'm just putting this on right now. Right away. They just want me to put that right in the front. Okay. Like so. See?
Just shove it in there. Okay. DSP, just shove it in there.
Then they want me to take another one of these weird pieces from before. The one has a rod attached to like the cross hinge thing. They want me to push it all the way onto this red rod. All the way over. Scoot it over. Okay, like that. Here we go. Okay, now they want me to take another one of these pieces here. Hinge pieces, only the ones with the 2 holes in it. And they actually want me to... What do they want me to do? They just want me to put it right onto the rod, like this, and push it all the way over, if I can. Ow. Before I stab myself. Okay, so there you go. I put it onto the rod. Then, they want me to take another one of these weird rod hinge pieces, and they want me to take the final little pink rounded nub, and they want me to shove it all the way onto the, this time, not the fleshy colored rod, but the red rod. So shove the pink tip onto the red rod and shove it as far up as you can shove it. And they want me to put that onto this red rod as well, like this.
Of course they do.
Okay.
He's having way too much fun with those rods,
isn't he? Put on a tooth out of nowhere. Yeah.
His looking very nice. His hair's just like so fucking greasy.
Kind of weird that they wanted a tooth at this point, but I put it on there. All right. Okay, now they want another red rod.
Shove it in there, huh?
And 2 more of these white pieces that look like they have the bites or hinges on it. So these like crosses in there. Okay. Dan Zach just did a $2 super chat. Says your hair is looking very nice tonight. Well, thank you. I tried. I tried to make my head look like a deformed cone head or something tonight with my hair. So I hope it looks like that for you. Thank you for the super chat, Dan Zach. All right. All right. So they want me to take the red rod and they want me to shove it.
Shove it real good.
The back end piece of the white piece. Uh-oh. Getting kind of stuck. There we go. Then they want me to take another one.
It's stuck in there, guys. Help!
Next to the other one. They still want this red rod to be protruding out of the side. And they want me to stick that, into the piece that we just put on the front. Like that. Then they want me to take another one. And they want me to shove it onto the rod sideways and then hook onto the side of what we just built, which would snap into place and hold it in place. Like so. Look at that. Okay. Do I color my hair? No, I do not. I do not color my hair whatsoever.
Yes, he does. He 100% colors that shit all the fucking time.
And they want me to slap it.
He 100% colors that shit.
So we're just loading this thing up, and this has got to be the top of
it. I would put fucking money on him coloring his hair.
Okay, now, they want me to take another fleshy little nub. They want me to take another red rod. This may be the final red rod.
Where's my memberships? James Lester is the one who stepped up and gave me any memberships, guys. Or do you guys want to become members of my channel?
The red sleeve for the rod, I'm assuming. And then they want me to take this piece here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is you push the fleshy rod into the red sleeve. And you're going to put that right here into the first spot of that multiple notched red piece. You're going to take the red rod. You're going to jam it the hell right into that hole right there. Hard as you can. And then lastly, we're going to snap that on. And this is all going to become a symmetrical connected piece when we're done. See this? It snaps in 2 different places, basically. There we are. Yeah, so the only thing that's a little bit of a bummer, there was the long red rod going across. It's sticking slightly out of this side. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. It's supposed to go a little bit further in. You can see it actually didn't come all the way through here. And that might be a problem. I'm trying, but it's too many components are stuck on it. So there's really no way to get it to go all the way through.
It's too hard, guys. I can't do it.
Down with a hard piece here.
It's just too hard, guys. I can't do it.
It went through a little more, maybe even a little more.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't do hair on the beard anyways.
Well, that's as far as it's going to go, and it looks pretty even now. So that looks like that's going to be the top of the Piranha Plant's head that's going to bite down, in my opinion anyway, okay? All righty. So now they want you to put on more teeth on each of these red rods that are sticking out. We're going to put on more downward-facing teeth.
Downward-facing dog? Wait, this ain't yoga.
So
his back would never handle that,
teeth right there. See that? All right, then they want this piece. And there's supposed to be a black double-ended rod piece. There is.
A double-ended one? Ooh, now you're getting kinky.
Stick that in the side there. Together. And then this piece apparently goes... Okay, this piece that was rotating in the middle, remember I said it was kind of loose? So this is now going to go into there. And so it is going to move a little bit, see? But it's only going to move, limited movement from there to there. That's it. I don't know if that'll come into play, if there'll be movement or not. In fact, they're actually saying yes. You should lift this up like this.
Holla holla for the $1. Enjoy the last ever DSP Trays at Lego Night. Bullshit. I don't believe for a second this is the last one. He's going to claim it is, but I don't believe for a second it's the last one. Is Moo Moo already on here? I have like 8 different lists. Wait, I have Medusa on here twice. We'll add Moo Moo on there. Holla holla for the $1. Moo Moo buckaroo. Say if it was the last one, rip. But there's no way. These nights are too easy for him. He doesn't have to do a damn thing. Just sit there and play with Legos while getting money. He loves that way too much to give it up that quickly and easily.
Okay. And then they want you to take this. Holy moly. They want you to snap. Take a look at this. Snap this piece, the balls, into these sockets. A Lego ball and socket joint. I don't think I ever would have thought that Lego would do ball and socket joints, but apparently they do.
They've been doing that for a while, DSP.
I can't get them to pop in, though. Oh, I got one. Okay. Lego ball and socket joint.
I did to the peg list, dude. To the peg list.
They're very tight. Oh, my God. The teeth look cool. But, man, this feels tight. Like, the movement, it doesn't feel as loose as I thought it would be. It's kind of a tight ball and socket joint that they've created there, okay? Maybe that's so that it stays in place when you position the mouth.
Yeah, so it stays in place when you position it, dumbass.
Probably why. All right, that's kind of cool. MVL Roy, no, the way that it works, what you see on the leaderboard are the top
nice,
contributors. Therefore, if your top contribution was a $4 super chat, but you also did a $2 super chat, it's going to say top super chat $4, not top super chat $6. See what I'm saying? It's the single most top contribution of the night. What's going on, Jay? Good evening.
Another way to scam his audience. If you give him $10 3 times, nope, top super chat is $10, not 30, even though you gave me 30, asshole.
Good to see you. Hopefully you all are enjoying this crazy Lego build. All right, I hope that you are having a good time.
You know it, Grip. How do you figure it out that it was me?
Yellow rod. One black rod. One red rod. Okay, one of the rounded pieces. One of the spiky pieces. And 2 of the tubes. Here we go. So, take one of the roundeds, put in the yellow. Take another rounded. No, wrong. Put the red on the other side. Put the rounded on the red side, not on the yellow side. Okay? Then take the black rod and shove it in there. Then put this spiky piece onto the rounded piece, and that goes onto the end with the black rod. Here we are. Again, you can choose to describe what this looks like. That's up to you. Your choice, okay? Then they want you to do to take your mouth, turn it to its side, okay? And take this guy like this and stab it through the middle hole with the yellow rod. So it's protruding on the other side. See that? Okay. Excellent.
Okay, so you're forming the lips again.
Okay, they want you to take the final black rod, the final rounded piece, the final pointy piece, and the two curved. All right? We're building it. Oh, wait, and one more. One red rod. The final red rod. Which means these are probably going to be extras right here in this bag. Okay, take the curvy piece, put in the red piece. Put the curvy piece onto the red piece. Take the black piece, stick the rod into the hole. Take the rounded piece, put the pointed piece on top of that rounded piece. That goes onto the black piece. And this piece is going to connect to the yellow rod sticking out of the top of the Piranha Plant there. And we have the Piranha Plant mouth.
Oh, la 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 la. Ho ho. Did you ever think I had such a good singing voice? Ho.
You do not. Shut the fuck up, DSP.
Jade, I'm happy to see you here. I'm glad to have you here tonight. We're just relaxing and building Legos. So if that's what you're in the right spot. All right, well. There we go. We got a set of choppers. That was all of bag 5. DSP now,
as an idol for some reason.
We got bag 6, which is going to be building the rest of the head, right? So there we go. Chemical Goods says hello to Jade. Chemical Goods from the Kick Chat says hello to Jade. By the way, so those are extras. What's up, Toasty Chestnuts? Welcome tonight. These are all extras. Let's get these off the table. Ooh, okay. Well, we've got the mouth. Now we got to build the head out of this sucker, right? We're on pace to finish for sure. We're on step 114 out of around 150. So we are definitely on pace to finish tonight. I think we will in the next hour or so. I don't foresee any reason why we wouldn't complete this tonight, just so everybody knows. But it would be great.
Can you imagine taking 3 tries to build this bitch?
Tonight and hit the goal. Remember, if we hit the goal by the end of tonight, it will confirm I'm doing another Lego build in the month of May. So first I'm being asked, am I going to give the plant to WB Frog Boys?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Oh.
And then he does the dance. And he marches off stage. There you go. All right. Very nice. And Jade says, can you say, feed me, Seymour?
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
All right. Okay.
No, Aubrey,
it's time to pour out
you.
Bag number 6. Guys, hold on. Let's get some support. Let's get some subs. We have 0 subs on Kick tonight. We only had like a couple subs earlier today. Let's get some subs on Kick. Let's get a tip right now for Lego Night. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some membership. Right now, let's get some support. We're basically around halfway through tonight's build. Let's get it going. Let's do it for the Piranha Plant, man. All right.
How about news?
Okay, bag number 6. The final bag of the build. I'm strongly debating getting that Mario Kart Lego. It's $170 though. But it looks insane. It looks like it would take us like 3 to 4 weeks to build it. It looks sick. It looks like it's huge for like the backdrop. But I don't know. I really want to do it, but maybe it's too pricey. I don't know. Here we go. All right. So let's get the mouth.
Stop begging, guys. Just
here,
pointing out I don't have $1,000 yet, guys.
Okay, we'll get them all out of the way. We got to figure this sucker out.
Guys, it's not begging. It's just telling you, give me money.
Jesus, how has stuff been this week with support? It's been good for the most part. We hit a lot of goals. You know, we're on our home stretch towards 50 goals. So we can do a marathon next week. There were a couple of slower streams, but for the most part, it was a good week. No complaints. Okay. Someone tipped $1. Says, how different is this from playing video games as dopamine receptors? You know, I would say the enjoyment here is that you're staring at something and you have absolutely no clue what it is you're doing. Like, what is this going to be? What part of the build is this? You just can't recognize it. And then all of a sudden, when it starts to become recognizable and come together and you have that visual recognition, oh, that's the lip, that's the tooth, then it's actually interesting. And then, of course, when you have the final product together, you can play around and adjust it and everything. It's awesome, right? So there you go. Okay. So here we are. What are we going to start with? Apparently, boy, there's a lot of pieces here. They want me to start with this. They want me to find this. And they want me to put it here. Oh, man, it's not even...
Come on, fuck it up, DSP.
Just like that. Okay. Then apparently...
Be funny when you fuck it up.
Pieces. Okay, and they want me to put one on it here.
When is the price made all works,
there, so I guess we're going to shove something
I
in
wouldn't
that
let anyone
hole.
watch him.
We have to line up these
willingly,
single yellow pieces with holes in them that the hole aligns. So once they're both down, you can see through it. See that? You can like see right through the hole. Okay.
Imagine you let your friends watch and be like, why the fuck do you watch this guy?
Pieces,
I like making fun of him.
I guess this holds them together like that. Okay.
As one should, momentum.
Jesus, sorry I didn't watch. I had a cold. I feel at 99%, but not 100 yet. I hope that you feel 100% very soon. Hopefully by the time I get back on Saturday, right? How often do I have to dust my stream decorations? Oh, once or twice a month. I just have the blower now, the hand blower fan. You know, it's to blow the dust out of a keyboard, but you just go over here and you just blow it all off and all the dust comes right off. It's fine. It's easy. It's actually very easy to do when you have the right tools. So, okay. Let's see that. Let's see here. What was I doing? I got distracted. Okay. They want me to grab this little black piece. They want me to put a single red nub onto it in the center, like that. And then they want me to take another one of these yellow pieces and put that on top of the red nub. Okay. Then they want me to stick that on top of the white piece we just did. So basically, we've combined the two pieces into this elongated, weird-looking piece that I don't know what it is. Cat and Jasper are very good, Jade. Thank you for asking.
They're great, guys. Don't you know how great they are?
For our days
In fact,
off,
they're
amazing. Together, which are going to be very nice.
Be very nice to enjoy my day off.
The three-piecer that goes on top of the white piece. Oh, wait. Shoot. No. I screwed that up. There's supposed to be another white piece under it. So I'm just going to add that piece on here like this. And then add this. There's supposed to be two white pieces under the green piece. See that? So there we go. All right, then, oh man, tiny red pieces. So they wanted to take this two red piece and put that on the back of the green. And they want me to take this rounded red piece that's a 2, but as like one that goes over the edge, see that? And just snap it on. Kind of fill in that spot there. Oh, there we go. It wasn't snapping on first. Now it did. Okay, so now it's flush to there. See that? Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, they want me to get this rounded red piece.
You should, but do you think they care?
And they want me to attach this.
Unfortunately,
to the very
no one
back
cares.
Of the red piece, like so.
No one that matters cares, anyways.
The one nub. So honestly, it's not very secure.
Kind of annoying.
Because it is just kind of only on one nub. I'm assuming the other things are going to hold it in place. Because that's not very good, honestly. Okay, they want to put 2 more on there like that. One going in each direction on the back of this red flat piece that we started with. So one like that. And one like this. Not really working well. They're not sitting on there securely, and that's a problem. Like, they're on there, but they're loose.
Maybe you gotta try a little harder there,
all 3
DSP.
of those pieces are pretty loose right now. And I don't think that's the intention. The intention is they're all supposed to be on there tight, and they're not. So I'm hoping whatever we put on next will actually make those hold tight, because they're very loose.
You can go to the site and spend like $15 to get 1,000 view bots to show up in your stream for like an hour.
Continuing on here.
Like all of a sudden, guys, I got 1,000 people watching me.
2 times.
No, that means I'm put bigger and better than you.
There's different kinds. There's ones with 2
we
spots and ones with only 1 spot.
Care how many
See
are
that?
watching.
So they're showing. What are they showing? The one with 2 spots. They want me to put on like this. Okay. Oh God! See, I knew it. It came off. It's so loose. Wait, this doesn't even make sense. I think I'm understanding why it didn't sit right. I'm going to take these off. The illustration does not do a good job with this, okay? The back piece is only supposed to go over.
Guys, Lego fucked up, guys. It's not my fault I did it wrong. It's Lego's fault I did it wrong.
Middle slot. Right, so only the back piece is kind of loose.
44 people watching.
Only the back piece, okay?
Can you imagine having a 220,000 sub channel and having 44 people watching? Holy fuck.
And it stays. Okay, that stays on secure. I can put a 1-spot piece on the back corner.
We suspected him of view botting for a while, and it has happened in the past where all of a sudden
to do the same identical
you get
thing on the other side
10,000 people watching at once. Like there's only 10,000 people suddenly show up.
It's hard to tell. You can't really see the colors. I don't think it actually matters because these pieces with the spots on them look identical. So I don't think that they're any different. Even the ones that just have the one spot, they are identical to the ones with 2 spots. So I guess you can actually put these on there however you want to decorate the top and bottom of your Piranha Plant, like whatever decoration, like spot distribution you want to do. Because this will not stay secure until you start sticking it together from the bottom. Like, it's very loose. Like, it's not secure at all. See, it kind of moves around in my hand there. But what's going to happen is, okay, once you have those together, you're now going to take a white disc, and you're going to put that white disc on top. And that's supposed to at least give it enough security, even though, honestly, like this one right here is still kind of loose. I think that's supposed to give it enough at least that it will not pop off, I hope. You know, it looks like, no, it could pop right off, actually. So, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not so sure how I feel about this. All right? You take this white ring off. I feel like if they were going to do it like that. Now this one popped out. Yeah, see, now this one's loose. So now this one's tight and this one's loose. Okay, hold on. Maybe I gotta like hold them all together. Oh God, now they're all coming off. This is not very secure at all, honestly.
Fuck it up, DSP.
I don't really like this right now. I'm not enjoying this. This is not as tight as you would want it.
That's what he said.
Okay. So, no, it's still a little loose. It really is. It's just loose. Like, I would argue this one's better because this has this extra reinforcing. So we need something like that on the other side. And it looks like they are going to do it because the next step, they want you to flip it and take a pink piece like this, and they want you to put it on like that. Now that is supposed to reinforce it. It's still a little loose. Yeah. It's still a little loose. So it does leave a little bit to be desired. I feel it's not perfect, but I guess it'll hold. I hope. I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. So there you go. That's supposed to be the top of the Piranha Plant's head. And that's what's on the bottom. Okay. So quick shout outs. We have Bobby. Did a $2 super chat. Says the Voltron or classic Batmobile logo next, please. I have to look into them. Are they huge?
They're probably big. Very big. Way too big for him to handle.
I wonder how big they are. Like, is this the $40 of support? And then I got a dollar tip. Can you do the Star Wars Millennium Falcon X? If you remember, that was the insanely expensive one.
Yeah,
like the humongous giant one. There's a Millennium Falcon and there's a Death Star, and they're both over the top, ridiculously huge and expensive. I don't think I'll be doing those anytime soon, for the record. Okay? Okay. Continuing on. So, they want me to take 4 of these pieces. I don't even know how to describe those pieces, honestly. Here we go.
I mean, it is Legos. It automatically comes with a guide to tell you how to do it.
2 of these curved double pieces that are kind of connected. Okay. So, they want me to take each one and put one on top of the other. Like this. And then they want me to put this right on top of it like that. It's like stacking. Just keep stacking them on each other. Yeah. Then they want me to flip it, and they want me to put that on the outside edge. Huh? It's hard to understand from the instruction. Where they want me to put this thing. I think they want me to do it like this. So, honestly, it's not even to the side of the head here like you would want it to be, but it's not. It kind of juts out. But that's how they're illustrating it here. So I think that's correct. I guess we'll see. Okay. Did I ever watch Monster Truck Racing when I was young? Very little. I knew about Gravedigger and stuff like that, but I never was like heavily into it or anything. Okay, so
of course you want to be into something awesome like Monster Trucks.
Now it makes sense why there were little hole notches on the bottom of each of these
Millennium
pieces.
Falcon,
hole notches? They're there so that this piece can pop in on the back.
It's expensive. It's one of the most expensive ones they got.
So there we go. We just put those on the back there. 2 long 4-slot, 5-slot red pieces. They want me to put those along the bottom on each side of the square piece and these like U pieces that we put in there.
MVP.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, they're all biased about
okay,
that.
we're going to find a bunch of these. Two twos and 2 1s. There's two 2 pieces. I need 2 single pieces. Here's one. And here's one. So, the 2 single pieces each go behind the black U. We're basically building upside down. We're building a Lego upside down here.
Why?
Then, we got these single pieces. And I think we're putting those on those other hinge pieces or corner pieces we just put on. Like that. Okay. And now, guess what? We are bringing in the mouth that we already pre-built.
And just stick it on there, baby.
And it looks like this dangling gray piece is somehow supposed to go inside of this. Like into the hole fully. See the hole there in the black? There's a hole right there. So we're going to try to insert that gray piece into the... We did. And it fits in. It just actually sat into the head like that. You see that? And that's what it's supposed to look like from the back. So it worked.
If you get all the play sets for like newer buildings and all that,
that's the bottom and back of a Piranha
Plant.
Now, what's going to keep that in place?
And all that.
Shove something in there to hold it in place. Yes. So they're saying there's a fleshy rod. We have another one. Okay. And we're going to take one of these rounded pieces that's a 2 nub. And we're going to take a double piece. And we're going to put that on the end of the double piece. Then we're going to take a single smooth piece and cover the other hole of the double piece. Okay? And then we're going to flip this upside down, and we're going to take this rod, and we're going to pop it into the middle hole of the piece. Like that, so it holds in place. And then they want you to take that rod, and they want you to shove it into the back of the head of the Piranha Plant, into that hole, snap it in, and there you pretty much have it. So now the Piranha Plant head, the bottom half is intact and will not come off. So that's what the bottom of our Piranha Plant head looks like. It's not perfectly flush. There is a kind of a knob sticking out right there. It's not perfectly rounded. I wish it was, but it's not. I guess we got to live with it. All right.
Like you fucking care, DSP.
So that was the bottom half. Now we got to build the top half, and I think that's the finale of this Lego build. Okay? Great. So guys, again, if you're having fun with the Piranha Plant Lego build, please support the stream. If we hit the goal by the end of tonight, I will commit to doing another build in May. If we don't hit it tonight, then we're probably not doing another build in May. Because I'm going to do it if there's interest and support for it. All right? If you're not having fun, then why are you here? Why would you sit in a chat of a Lego build knowing that this is going to be a Lego build, a chill Lego interactive night, and complain that it's not fun if you know that you don't like Legos? Why would you do that? Right? So if you're not having fun, leave right now. Come back when I'm doing games. Okay. Okay. Are we actually going to go all night with no support from Kick? Seriously? I wonder if we actually go all night and have zero support from Kick. I'm just wondering.
Are we going to go the whole night, guys?
I received a $10 tip.
The whole night?
I'm pitching in for your next set. This is such a cool idea, especially because you put it in the background. It's like it's contributing for a cosmetic background item, maybe something Star Wars related now. Maybe. Again, I'm not sure what I want to do. I want to do that Mario Kart one, but dude, it's $170. And it's 1,500 pieces, so it would probably take us like a whole month to build, honestly. And I don't know if that's really what people want. I think that people like things that are quicker. Like, this is a 2-week build. This is probably a lot better than that. I feel like the Mario Kart would be perfect because maybe we could finish it over May and have it for June for Mario Kart World, right? I know that, you haven't made the 4th for Star Wars, but I don't know what we would do for Star Wars because a lot of the Star Wars builds are huge, like giant, okay? So, anyway. All right. Let's do it. Let's work on the second half of our Piranha Plant head. Let's put this guy up here. Oop, rolling. Here, let me do this. There we go.
Be funny if it rolled off and broke.
Rolled away. Okay. We have
what do you need to say, Dasher P?
9 square. We have another. I'm going to assume it's very similar to the other one, right? Another double beige piece. In this case, we're now going to take a yellow and put it in the center. And this yellow has a hole, and it points outward. And here we have, oh, this is different. So it's not a hole. This is actually a cross, a gray cross piece. I know the camera's not really focusing, but it's a gray cross piece. And that goes in front of the yellow. That's slightly different from the other one. The other one was 2 yellows, so I wonder what the difference will be there. Okay. We got a white piece. or that'll hang over, just like the last one. I assume it's going to be very similar. Okay, we got our black U piece, our single rounded piece that goes on top of it like this. Another one of these single yellow pieces, and this one will stick outward. The hole will go out, like so, sticking out. See that? Okay. And then again, they want me to take this and combine the two using the white piece that's already there. So now it's one piece. Okay. Okay, now, just like last time, take the white, take the green, put the green on top of the white, and then put that on top of the existing white to make a stack. Okay. Some people are saying that I did miss some subs tonight. I did?
You're too busy crying and begging to, even notice money that was coming in. Pretty fucking funny.
Nope, there's a bunch of follows. The bottom line is real, may have resubbed. Let me check that. The bottom line is real, did resub. So there's one resub for tonight that I did miss. So let's get the bottom line is real on the leaderboard. That is our one contribution from Kick tonight. It was an auto resub.
So you did, in fact, miss it.
So thank you. We're now at 56, so we're more than a third of a way to our goal. All right, guys. Thank you for pointing that out, Toasty Chestnuts. I appreciate that. Bottom line, it says it wasn't auto. Then why did it say that you resub? Because resub usually means auto resub, but okay. Now, how about you gift one? How about you gift one to the community? Okay, anyway.
No, fuck you.
Now, we got the 2 red.
But guys, speaking of gifting, if you want to become a member... Oh, wait, right here to go 10 out of 10.
Got the rounded red. The 2 red goes on the back here. The rounded edge red fits right on top of the green and whites. Yeah, fits flush now. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, this is pretty much identical to what we did before.
You can tell he's getting mad. He's clearing his throat into the microphone. Go on the back. He's getting mad.
This piece is going to go on the side there. This piece is going to go on the side there. To make the cross that's not very secure at all. In fact, it's very flimsy and moving all around. Okay. Now we're going to take our colored pieces, and we can put them in any arrangement that we so like. It doesn't matter what arrangement we do it. Okay, here we go. That's going to go on there. The single dot will go here. Yeah, we're getting there. We're almost done, guys. Honestly, this is going more quickly than I thought it would. This goes here. And the last one goes in the back corner. I'm going to assume it was just like last time where we're going to put the white cap on. Yup, we're going to put the white cap on. So I have to crunch it all as hard together as I possibly can while we put the white cap on. They're all stuck, and they are. They all stuck in there when I did that. That's tough because you have to use your fingers to go around the ball top and hold it all close to the middle.
And your hooves can't handle it,
or else it doesn't hold them all. They come out. That's actually pretty tricky. Okay, we're flipping this over. Our upside down pink piece. We're almost done. Okay, we got our 2 long red pieces right here. And we have a hinge and a hinge. Oh, this is a little different. This actually is different than the other one. Okay. They want me to just put... Okay, they want me to put this like this. So 1 notch is to the pink and 1 notch is to the black. 1 on each side, just like this.
That would be pretty cool, Roach Bait. I'm sure someone's done it.
Then we've got...
Lego people are pretty crazy
like that.
Go
into the corners. Like that. Yep. And like that around the edges and corners of the black and red. You saw where those fit on there, kind of, like perfectly. There and there, onto the corners of the long pieces we just put on. Okay? All right? Then this guy, we're not done yet. There's still more to come, but okay, so this thing is now going to go onto this big red nub piece that's sticking through. See that? There's a big red nub piece on the top of the head that sticks through. So we are going to position this. So the pink is going to be going forward. The black piece is where this will go. Just like that. Okay. So it's sitting on there, but now we need to get it secure. Remember the hole we had in the back there? So we're going to take this single piece. We're going to take this guy here. Put it on. We're going to take this flat piece here. That's flattened. That's all together there like that. We're going to turn this over and take this rod and shove it right in the middle so it's sticking out. And then that rod is going to go directly into the hole in the back of the Piranha Plant's head and go in the hole to hold it in place. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, did I fuck it up, guys?
It won't go in. That means it must not be straight. Oh, wait, am I doing it upside down? No. It's supposed to go in this way. Let me readjust it, okay? So...
Can't figure it out.
Try to get it perfectly straight. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it came off. Uh-oh. It won't go in. What's weird, so the rod is going in. It must not be aligned straight. It's kind of loose because it moves. See, the problem is that it rotates like that. So it doesn't maintain a straight angle. And that's a problem. It needs to maintain a straight angle.
Guys, I can't figure it out.
So
my hooves aren't dexterous enough for this, guys.
I got to kind of use my finger here to maybe position it. So that it kind of will be straight, and then maybe now I can do it. This is not working. Yeah, this is not working. They expect you to put... So here's how it's going to go. Imagine that the top is actually on there, okay? You have to get this rod into this hole. See that? It fits. It fits either way, it fits. But it needs to be perfectly straightly aligned. And how are you going to do that? Won't align. Wow, this is actually...
He's having so many fucking issues with this.
Bad.
I love it.
This one is actually quite bad. It does not just pop in there at all because that piece moves. So I'm messing with it, and I still can't get it to be at the right angle. Oh! I got it! Okay.
Oh!
So what I had to do there to get that to work...
Don't move, guys.
I had to hold it and rock it back and forth, back and forth. And when I rocked it back and forth, it allowed it to actually bend into the correct angle so that it would pop in. However, I will be honest here. The bottom half is completely tight, completely secure, really on there firmly. The top half is actually a little loose.
130 years old, holy shit. Can't
nearly
remember it
as
being
secure
that
as the
old.
bottom half. So if you're going to pick this guy up, do not pick him up by the top half, because think of it this way. The only thing holding the whole top half is this tiny rod in this one hinge. That's it. So if that thing loosens, you're pretty
bummed. Pick it up by the potted part, not the head,
okay?
Dumbass.
So you got to be careful. And I would periodically check to make sure that these rods are actually in there tight on the back, because if they're not, this whole thing could come apart. In fact, I'll be honest, it feels kind of loose now. Like everything here feels loose to me. It doesn't feel tight or secure. Look, it's like popping. You see that? It's loose. It's popping off. That's not good. It's definitely not supposed to do that. So visually, it looks nice, but it's not one of the more secure Lego sets, I would say. It actually feels kind of like loose and janky with the way that they built it. I don't know why it's like that. It is a little disappointing. I want my Legos to be tight, and this one feels like it's moving. You can even see just going like this. It moves, the lips moving. It's loose from the top. I don't think there's even a way to get it tighter. Like, how would you? I did it exactly right. I have all the things the way that they've claimed to put them on, and they're just not very tight. Keep in mind, these lips are only secured by one rod in the front, so everything else here is loose fitting and moving. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Now, we're not done yet. We're nearly done, though. What you're supposed to do is take what you have here, and you're supposed to install the ball joint of the head onto the ball joint of the neck. Like that. Okay? So here's the thing. Does that look pretty good? Yeah, I would say so. And we're going to mess with it in a second because there's a couple of I think you build an accessory here. But I'm going to be honest. Look at this. It's lopsided. Like, you can't have it lean forward. If you do, it might fall. Look, it is kind of, look, it's unbalanced. You can lean it back. And if you lean it back, obviously that's meant to be better. But one thing I'm noticing, you can't really aim it up. Like the classic Mario, he jumps and the Piranha Plant tries to bite his ass.
I love that
and
Nintendo is
really
so fucking old.
like that.
Like, what the fuck do you mean? It came out in the 1800s.
It's not
really
really
Sherlock Holmes could have played
sturdy.
Nintendo.
I guess you can if you're careful. But it's not exactly the most sturdy thing. There you go. I guess technically you can if you're careful about it, see? What you need to do is evenly distribute the weight of the head by opening the mouth like that. If you don't, then it's going to flop once to one side or the other because the hinge is not a tight holding hinge. Okay? To show you. See? It fell forward by itself. That wasn't me doing it. The hinge is very loose. So this guy is either going to be facing forward all the time like this. And by the way, it's actually upside down because that's his tongue. See, so this is right side up, basically. The tongue should be on the bottom. So either has to be like this all the time, or else you have to lean it back so that it'll be evenly distributed with the mouth opened, okay? All right, so we're not done yet. What they're telling me here, there is an optional coin that we're actually going to build, okay? It's literally just 2 round pieces that I guess are going to snap together. Oh, wait, no. They're supposed to be just 2 coins. You don't build it. It's just 2 coins. So what you're supposed to do is, let's see here. I think what they're saying is that it should go the other way, like this. Okay, like that. That's how they're saying
if you broken it.
Because now, apparently, there's a hole in the back. And you could put the coin in there. So you can put 2 coins inside of your Piranha Plant. And then what you can do, you push the button that we installed last time, and here's what happens. The coins come out the bottom. Now, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Maybe that's symbolic of Mario kills the Piranha Plant, and when he kills the Piranha Plant, coins come out of it. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I can't figure out what else that would be. All right, and so, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Piranha Plant Lego build. Let's take a look at it up close.
But mind you, he's nowhere near the goal, so we still got over 40 more minutes to go.
Close, and then let's take a look at it wide angle. First of all, I want to know...
the 1.25 speed, it shouldn't take that long.
Does it even look like the picture? Okay? Well, kind of. I would argue it's close. The picture definitely has unique lighting, and it looks like they were able to, like, turn his head in a weird way, so it looks like he's making an expression, right? Like he has personality or character, because they turned his head to the side. For the most part, I would say, yeah, it does look pretty close to the picture in the instructions and or the box. That's not too far of a representation. You're not seeing a proper angle of it because of the way that my camera works. But what I will do for you, we'll go full screen. And now we can take a look at it together right here. So here it is, okay? The Piranha Plant Lego build, up close and personal, okay? You can make it look like he's making an expression. If you tilt his head, you can go straight.
Not a children's entertainer, but he's going to keep playing with his fucking toy.
To different angles, however you want. I definitely like the idea that you can bend his head back and open it. And now it looks like the classic Mario Brothers Piranha Plant trying to bite Mario in the butt when it's coming out of the pipe. And then Mario can hit it with something and then the coins pop out. Now, for perspective purposes, because I'm holding it, so it may be hard to figure out how big is this thing. So there's some perspective for you on how big it actually is, okay? It's definitely not as big as the giant sword Lego build that we did during my birthday, but it is completely unique with the rounded style pieces. It stands out, right? So...
Goodbye, Minecraft. Hello, Mario.
It's definitely a nice piece to have in a backdrop. It definitely stands out. I like that. When it's so far away, you may not even know that's a Lego, right? Like, that doesn't even look like a Lego to me right now. That looks like it's like a, like a model.
I wear your glasses.
It's a nice, in my opinion, that's a nice piece. And I think certain lighting would obviously make it look better. It's kind of, depending on the backdrop and the color you have and the scheme. And I like the fact that you can adjust it. You can adjust the head to be different angles rather than it always just being straight. Now it's making an expression, You can do these different things with it. You can position the leaves. They look a little bit better if they pop out, right? Pretty cool, I would say. You can open them out. That's true. You can open them out a little more. Looks like it's going to bite. Like it's coming at you to take a bite out of you. Depending on your camera angle and perspective, it probably looks a little bit better closed, too, depending on, your angle and how much of the head you can actually see. But I would say that's a pretty good one. So out of all the ones that I built, we got the Minecraft one here to remind everyone. This was the one I built on my birthday about 3 weeks ago. We've also got the succulents. Hold on a second.
Hey guys, you can't forget the succulents. That's something that has absolutely nothing to do with gaming.
Ditch the succulents. This was our first
Lego
build.
Why are you something that has nothing to do with gaming?
March,
I don't know.
We still got the succulents there, and that's a really nice one, right? But I mean, they don't really compare if you're a gamer, right? If you're a gamer, which Lego set would you prefer? Right? Obviously, you're going to go
for the Piranha Plant. Why did you do the succulents in the first place,
dope.
dumbass?
It's Mario related. It looks really cool. I like the Piranha Plant for sure. Okay? So,
and why did you do the succulents in the first place?
My final verdict, moron. I really like the Lego Piranha Plant. I think it's a great build. It's not that expensive. I want to say it was like, what was it, 40, 50 bucks? It wasn't like overly expensive either. It wasn't like, one of these $100 builds. For the size, I would argue that's a decent value, especially the fact that it is maneuverable.
And if you build them all on stream, they'd be business
expenses. Adjustments and
expenses.
things with it, rather than it just being a stationary. Like these are pretty stationary. There's not much you can do with them. This, you can actually move the head. You can move the leaves. You can have coins come out of it or whatever, right? And of course, this time of year, it's perfect hype for the release of the Switch 2 coming up in a couple of months here. Not even like a month, 1 month. So, pretty cool. I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me while I built it. Okay. So, someone tipped $1. Said, did I have my curtains open today? No, I did not. I don't have curtains. Or I don't have blinds. I have curtains. Blackout curtains. They were closed all day, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway. So, that is it for the Lego Piranha Plant build. I hope that you enjoyed doing it with me over the last couple of weeks. You might say, well, is Phil going to do another build? Well, here's the deal. We finished this. I'm going to end this video because there's no reason to continue the length of this video. It's already like over 90 minutes. We'll see what happens. If we hit the goal tonight, I probably will do another build in May. I told you if we did, I would continue for sure. If we hit the goal tonight, we will do another Lego build in the month of May. But, these things are expensive. I'm taking time away from doing games. So I want to be sure that these are things that you guys...
You just said it wasn't that expensive.
...are enjoying. If this ends up being the final Lego build we've done, I've liked doing them over the last 3 months. February, March, and April, it was good to do this variety. Lego builds were fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed them. I would love to do another one. Like I said, there's a lot. People are saying, hey, do a Star Wars. Do another Mario. Do a Mario Kart. There's all these pertinent ones that you could do right now, right? That would make, perfect sense for everything that's going on. Sure. But obviously, I want people to be able to come out and support them. So let's see what happens. But for those who watched, those who enjoyed, thank you guys very much. And this guy will be in my background for the month of May. Okay? Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Good point. You could have be the centerpiece for the other plants. That would actually make sense.
Peace out.
So DSP won't do it.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right, guys. He's only got about 40 more minutes to go, and yet we're not at the goal, so prepare yourself for all the bad game.
Oh. For now, I'll just put him there. I don't know if that's where I'm going to leave him. Like I said, I'm going to actually redesign my backdrop for May over this weekend when I have my days off. And when I come back on Sunday, you guys will see my
the
new
original
design
Nintendo, the best
of everything
Nintendo.
Here for May. All right? So here's the deal. We got about 30 minutes to just hang out and have a good time with each other. If you contribute now and we hit the goal, I will be doing another build in May. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then this is it. Then it was a 3-month experiment that was nice to do. It was something different to do. And I enjoyed doing it. But I definitely need people to come out and support these streams, all right? All right, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Take a sip, sleazy asshole.
No, it's early. Obviously, usually my streams go till 9:30 or later, so I'm going to stick around for another half an hour.
And beg the entire fucking time.
Every time I see something stupid like this, I'm just going to instant ban and just ignore. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. Have I ever stepped on Legos? Of course. Of course, when I was a kid, I stepped on Legos. Yes, they hurt like crazy. They're rock hard. They hurt your toes.
Your gouty toes. Wait for that to
I know it's dependent on a goal, but doing a Home Alone house build around Christmas would be amazing. Awesome prop to have in the background. There's a Home Alone house? I didn't know that they had a Home Alone house Lego build. That's insane. Mozzie, if you haven't noticed, we haven't talked about merch, right? We were talking about all month. Hey, maybe we'll do some new merch. We have ideas for new designs and stuff. We never actually sat down and talked about it. We never got around to it. I'd love to talk with you guys about, do you have ideas for designs? Maybe like to buy some new merch or whatever. But we never got around to it, you know? This is my favorite build. Jalen is asking which of the Lego builds is my favorite. Definitely the Piranha Plant's my favorite.
Windows 95. Nowhere near as good as XP, but still pretty damn good. Compared to ones
just
like
the Piranha Plant
Vista
for Mario. Like
8.
It is a Mario Piranha Plant, right?
God, Windows 8 was such trash.
It fits the background nicely.
And Vista wasn't much better.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, for sure. However, there we go. I was wondering why it didn't look like it was sitting in the right spot. Because it leaned forward. I'm going to figure out a good position for it to look good. To mess with it until I figure out like the right position. So, okay. I'm not talking anything about what I do on my days off because people will try to mess with my days off. So you're never going to know what I do on my day off until it's over.
You shop.
So don't ask those questions.
You tell us all the time that you shop and you go to PetSmart.
I can never auction anything on eBay because it would be messed up by the trolls. So stop asking silly questions. Here we go again. Would I consider building a Yoshi Lego set? I think there's more than one Yoshi. Is there not? There is a Super Mario World Yoshi.
There's more than one Yoshi.
It's the actual 16-bit sprite of Yoshi with the 16-bit Mario with the cape on Yoshi. And it's huge. It's probably like this tall. And it has a crank. So once you build it, you rotate the crank. And it actually does the motion from the game of Mario riding the Yoshi. It's really cool. But it's also incredibly expensive because it's so big. That one I really like. That one was going to be like the piece de resistance. After doing some like over the summer, if this was successful, ongoingly successful, and people wanted to keep seeing Lego builds, then I was going to consider investing. So I think it's like over $200 if I remember correctly. So I thought, oh, maybe I would do that one. But that's not what I'm going to do right now. Like I wanted to do another reasonable one. And then if the interest continued, say over the summertime, then I would invest a lot of money into a big one. But as you guys can see, can we be honest? We're at $50 and the night is almost over. It's not looking like we're going to hit our goal. So because of that, I don't see how viable this is, right? Like, I enjoy doing it for variety purposes. I like having nights where I'm not just playing games. And I really enjoy doing these Lego builds. I find them relaxing and fun. Like I said, the best part is the aha moments. When you're building and you have no idea what that next piece is and you see it and it clicks in your head and you're like, oh, that's the mouth. That's the tooth, right? Or
yeah,
oh, that's the stuff, the dinosaur that oh, this is like a cool, you know, little cactus thing as you're building it. But, you know,
honestly,
I need to know if there's interest
was so fucking good.
And it seems like for some things, there's just
they
way more
interest
interest
right now. They just made an XP2, that'd be great.
Dan Zach with a $2 super chat. Have you been to Tokyo
10,
Disney Sea?
11,
No, I've never been to any Disney.
Give me XP2.
When I was younger, I went to Disneyland with a few friends. We went in for like half an hour and walked out because they didn't want to do nothing. I wish they wanted to. I would have liked to go on some rides and stuff, but they just weren't in the mood. We had gotten the tickets for free. So we walked in, walked around, like, and walked out. But I've never been to a Disney. What's something small that made me smile today? Outside, creatures in the backyard, because now it's springtime, so we have all kinds of creatures, little squirrels, different kinds of birds and stuff. And we have a dog walking park, and in the back there's a whole area with benches, and we have a water thing for them and a feeder for them. And they come by during the day, and they just play, and they do silly stuff out there. And it's really awesome to just see nature. And I love having that in the backyard, and I just smile and laugh at it.
What about Bugs Bunny? What if they try to dig up Bugs Bunny's grave, dude? Or did Bugs Bunny go to the dump? I'm not surprised me at all if Bugs Bunny ended up in the dump.
I got a dollar tip, and someone tried to type an insanely stupid message that was so long that it actually cut off from PayPal, so I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to say thanks for the dollar. Now we are at $60 of support. Guys, we need 90 more in the next 20 minutes to hit the goal and do a Lego build for May. So will we hit the goal? Let's find out.
Only begging for $90, guys. Again?
I've be down to consider other builds.
I've got about 20 minutes.
I saw some reasonable priced Star Wars stuff, and I saw some ridiculous over-the-top expensive Star Wars stuff. The thing is, I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I'm honestly more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan, so I don't know how well it would go down to have me build a Star Wars thing, you know? I've never climbed a tree. The reason being, when I was growing up, we did have trees in the backyard, but they were kind of older trees, and
You've never climbed a tree? What? Excuse me, I know you're sheltered, but you've never climbed a tree? What? No. You're gonna tell me you've never climbed a tree before. Are you high? There is no fucking way. How sheltered in life are you that you've never climbed a tree before? Holy fuck. I can't imagine going your whole life never having climbed a tree. What? That just doesn't make any sense to me. You've never climbed a tree. Might want to her precious baby into anything. It never learn how to swim, doesn't know how to ride a bike, never climbed a tree.
And my parents always told me don't climb because they could break. It was funny, we had a neighbor that came over and started climbing the tree. And my parents came out and started yelling at her, and the tree snapped. The tree snapped, and she flew off the tree and busted her ass. So, so after seeing an actual neighbor go against my parents' wishes and then fall off the tree, I said, I don't think I want to climb trees in my parents' yard. So I never actually climbed a tree. We didn't have any, like, secured trees to climb.
Wow, what a bitch.
Halo, although Halo would be game-related, I'm just not a big, huge Halo fan. I don't think that I would want a Halo Lego, just being honest. You're taking off. Have a good night, Vietnamese guy.
Is that going to go up $100 now? Like everything else related to
Star Wars,
Xbox?
No, a Star Trek Next Generation attraction thing at Universal. They did. They have Legos at Universal. They do. Yes, Little Hades, you said the Optimus Prime build. Maybe I'll have to look into that. I loved Transformers when I was a kid, but I haven't been in Transformers in a long time. Ever since that first movie came out, I didn't really like it. You know, the Michael Bay movie, and then they made like 700 sequels and stuff. Like, I don't really care about Transformers anymore. Yes, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Delta. Yes, I've ridden a bicycle.
You said you don't know how to ride a bicycle because there's black people going to steal it from you.
Oh my God. I got another $1 tip. Someone's asking me 700 questions about authentic Italian food. I'm not answering 700 questions for $1. Sorry. Thanks for the $1 tip. That's not how it works. Okay. Guys, it sure would be great if someone could contribute who's not asking me 700 questions to try to have me talk for the next 25 minutes.
Oof. I've had plenty of trees. I say back in the day, especially in winter, yeah, snow on the ground.
I did not have My Little Pony when I was a kid. My cousin did. That was, that's a girl's toy.
Breaks, you fall down.
Now I don't know if it's like even a gendered toy, but when I was growing up, toys were distinctly gendered. You know, My Little Pony, Barbie, Strawberry Shortcake. That was for girls. And for boys, there was G.I. Joe, Transformers, you know, that kind of stuff.
He-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, I never built a fort with blankets and cushions. I always saw that in movies and stuff when I was growing up, and I was like, a pillow fort? I never heard of it. I never done a pillow fort before. I never did that.
Are you that fucking sheltered? I don't like climbing ladders.
The Daily Bugle, I saw the Daily Bugle set. Someone showed it to me and said it was amazing, but it's humongous and also very expensive. So, the way I see it, here's my vision
$500 for it.
Right? We do one maybe once a month. Maybe we alternate months too. We don't necessarily always have to do it one a month, right? But maybe we could do one like once a month and alternate. But I want to do things that are easily addable to the background, but also interchangeable. And then months later, when we're not really thinking about it again, we can bring it back as part of the backdrop again, right? This Piranha Plant could probably go a bunch of places in my background, and it could probably go with a bunch of different things that I have. The Daily Bugle is insanely huge, this giant, intricate Spider-Man Lego set. Also, to be honest, the Daily Bugle's hard to see. For example, take a look at this Minecraft build. What do you see on it? Well, I see a sword. What else do you see? Kind of hard to figure the rest out, right? Because it's also small. And that's basically the Daily Bugle is a giant building with a bunch of little things you can't really see unless you're up close. I prefer to have a build like this. This guy you can see. He's large. He stands out in the background. You can tell what it is. That I feel would be better. So, you know, bigger ones instead of just like a building with a bunch of little figures. The figures, you just can't even make them out. They're like Peach Fuzz, right? Seriously, another $1 tip from this guy. It's another.
And they all got charged back.
Thanks for the $1 tip. Seriously, this guy, he's putting in giant paragraph questions for $1 tips on purpose, hoping that I'm going to like talk about it for 20, 30 minutes. I'm not going to. Thanks for the $1 tip. All right, so guys, here's the deal.
He's never had friends.
Continue now. All right? We got 15 minutes left. At 9:30, I'm out of here. I got to set up. I got to upload, and I got to set up for Saturday, and I got stuff to do to prepare for my days off. So I'm out of here in 15 minutes. Last chance to contribute. If we don't hit it, we're just not doing Legos anymore. All right? I told you guys I would definitely continue doing them and investing this money if people would support the streams, or else I will do other things, right? If I can play other things and hit the goals, I'm just going to do that. And I have, I have done night streams. Minecraft hits the goals. And other games that people want back, Call of Duty usually hits the goals. There's other games that people want. People want me to try new indie games and stuff. I'll do other things instead. I like the variety, but I need people to actually show up and support the variety. If not, we're going to go back to gameplay every night. So let's see how this goes here, okay?
He's probably already an incel.
What do I think about the Pikachu build at $60? To my knowledge, there are no official Lego Pokemon builds. Lego is getting Pokemon. They just announced this, that they're getting them, but they don't have them yet. I think they're coming either later this year or next year. There is another company that had the license to do the Legos. I don't know the name of the company. And they actually did a whole bunch of different big Pokemon builds. And you're right. They're like big builds, and they're like $50, $60. Why so cheap? Because they're not Lego. Like if Lego did a build that was like this big, they would charge like $200, $300. But because this is another company, they're only charging like $50 for like a giant build. So if people would be okay with that, I'm not committing to having to do official Lego brand stuff. You get it? Like it doesn't have to be official Lego brand. It could be another company.
If you I remember watching that shit. In fact,
didn't people find like a giant arcade machine of Pac-Man that actually moves and stuff? And it's not Lego, but it looks amazing, and it's less than $200. Like I would consider something like that for sure. I actually think that the Pac-Man one even lights up. That's how cool it is. So here we go. Yeah, another dollar tip for a ginormous question. I'm not answering it. I'm serious. If you're gonna tip a buck, ask me a quick one-liner, not a giant paragraph this long that you think I'm going to read for 10 minutes. And this guy's doing dollar tip, each with a paragraph. He knows I don't have enough time to answer all those questions. He's doing it on purpose. Okay. Nope, I've never had a supernatural encounter, so no ghost or UFO stories for me. Don't have any.
Loser.
Exactly. Hey, if someone tips right now and hits the goal, I'll answer whatever question you got. But you got to actually do it, and hit the goal so that we're good for the night. And we're doing Legos for next time.
I do if you guys get the goal.
And I'll answer. No, I have never bounced on a trampoline in my life. No, I have not. I know many people have. I did not.
Never climbed a tree. Never been on a trampoline. Doesn't know how to swim. Doesn't know how to ride a bike. What do you fucking have or know? Sure, you had to go out to do that. I've gone ghost hunting before. Videos on my channel. That was a ton of fun. You explore an old building.
Yeah, I'll answer any question if you hit the goal. I don't know if you'll like the answer, but I'll answer any question if you hit the goal. You probably won't enjoy the answer though, if it's a stupid question or an intrusive one. No, I never been in a bounce house. Never a bounce house and never a trampoline. Do I miss my childhood? I mean, like everyone, there's parts of childhood that you liked, right? That I enjoy. I think back fondly to summer days of hanging out with my friends, playing badminton in the driveway, or playing with action figures and chasing each other around with water guns and balloons and stuff like that. I used to have a big wheel, which is a 3-wheeler thing that you can ride up and down. It was Thundercats themed, and I would ride it up and down the street. I loved that thing. I think back to those days, and I think that they were awesome. But that was one aspect of my life, and it was awesome, by the way. I had a good childhood. I did. So I look back fondly on it. Do I miss it? It was a good time of my life, but being an adult when you can actually make your own decisions is much better. Just saying. Jose, how are you? 7 months of memories. What's going on? How are you?
Champions? Yeah, we know.
Oh, look, another dollar tip. I just can't wait to read it. Same thing. Another giant thing that I'm not going to read. Thanks. Another dollar tip. Great. The funny part is, even if this guy were to charge back all these dollars, it's like $5. No, I never played with fire. I didn't have a phase like that. I know some kids have those weird phases. I never had one like that.
Never played with fire. What the fuck did you do as a child?
Testosterone placement as I get older. I'm just going to age with grace. Mark, I'm glad to hear you had a good childhood. He said, I love being in arcades in South Australia with my mom and brother. I did play with sparklers when I was a kid. Yes, I did. That was something that we did have. We didn't ever have real fireworks, but we had sparklers, those little snapper things. They look like just little things wrapped in paper. You hit them on the ground, they go, psh, they pop loud, and then there's like smoke that comes out of them. We had those.
Never played with fire, never had real fireworks, never climbed a tree, never swam, never did anything. What the fuck did you do, DSP?
What are these questions? Yeah, I don't know, Rebecca. I'm just answering the questions we're getting, and we got 7 minutes left to hit the goal and do Legos or not. No, I've never seen a mosquito coil in my life. I'm pretty sure that's pretty outdated technology, Revilo. He's talking about that from LA to R. Do we get earthquakes? Supposedly we do. I've been told several times that since I lived here, there's been earthquakes. I've never felt one. And it could simply be because I have attached neighbors, and sometimes the house shakes just from them doing stuff, or even cars outside my house, the house shakes. So maybe I just think, oh, the neighbor's making noise, or someone's outside in a car, and I just haven't noticed. It also could be I'm at a very high elevation. I live at the top of a more elevated part of the state. Therefore, maybe the earthquakes are affecting the lower areas and not where I am. I don't know. But I've never been conscious of one.
You mean you're passed out
drunk? Jojo, I mean, that's a nice thing to say or think, but that's not reality. He goes, even if you don't hit any goals, you just keep building Legos if you enjoy doing it. Well, I'll do it off camera then. I'll do it for myself. I'll do it in the background. I'll do it.
But you don't do anything for yourself.
I have to do things on camera for business purposes that will make money for business. That's the idea. Right? If I'm on stream broadcasting for a public audience, it has to be something the public wants and will watch and support. Or else, why am I broadcasting? I could be doing it offline for myself, right?
But you don't do anything off stream.
I did go to Shea Stadium to see the New York Mets twice, 2 different times. When I was younger and I was a baseball fan in the I believe late 80s. Have a good night, Game Boy. Thanks for chilling tonight. Hope that you.
He claims he hurt his back playing flag football, which if it's flag football, how the fuck did you get hurt? Among any other stories, but he's never said anything about wrestling.
Enjoyed the stream. Oh, good, $1 tip. Oh, good, from the same person. The best part too. So they're tipping $1, right? And they keep asking these ludicrous questions, but then they leave a different name. Unbeknownst to them, I've said a million times, I can see who you are by your email address. So, no, 17 different people didn't send me $1 from the same email.
So you do see their information, mister. I don't see anything, guys. I don't see anything. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. I don't see anything. Now, suddenly you do see stuff, huh? Good for you to finally admit to that.
But they're different people asking different questions. Thanks.
Let's see. Before I died in a car accident, I did football, baseball, wrestling. Had a good time.
For the $. Okay.
So you stayed at home playing video games all day, every day with no friends. Womp womp.
Shea Stadium was fun because of the colorful. It was either bright orange seats or like blue seats. It was a really nice looking stadium when you were there, and you could see the stands and people in the stands and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Remember the baseball stadium because the stadium itself was colorful, not the game. Good to know, DSP.
Well, Tubbs, it is what it is. I outright said all week long, did I not? Actually, for weeks since we started building this guy last week, I said, if we hit our goals, I will continue with Legos. I outright laid down the law, explained how it was going to work. Everyone knew that. We hit all the goals when we did the succulent plant, right? We had an incredibly well-supported birthday marathon for the Minecraft build. So we even hit the goals last week. This is the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Lego streams that it looks like we're not hitting the goals. So it is what it is. It's kind of like what happened with Disco Elysium. You know, those first 3, 4, 5 streams, people wanted.
I know what T-ball is. I've done that before. That was back in elementary school.
Got to move on to something else people actually want, or else why am I streaming it? Jose has gifted a membership tonight. Thank you to Jose for gifting a membership tonight. That's actually our first membership. That gets us up to $68 of support. Thank you, Jose. And then Mozzie did a $2 super chat. Ask ChatGPT what indie game you should play next. No. I actually don't even know how to talk to ChatGPT. I know everyone else does. I've never done it.
You're that fucking stupid. You don't know how to do that, really?
Oh, $1
tip.
Doesn't
surprise me.
So there we go. Another $1 tip, another stupid thing. Let's see.
Oh, guys, this is so exhausting sitting here talking to you.
AI.
Well, waiting for you to give me thousands of dollars, guys. Where's my thousands of dollars? I hit start streaming. Where's my thousands of dollars?
I have watched SpongeBob. In fact, years ago when I was going to play that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom remastered game.
Yeah, especially use T-Ball when you're not good yet.
Console, my wife and I watched actually a lot of SpongeBob to try to catch up and understand some of the stuff in the game. And I'm glad we did because it actually did help me to understand some of the references in the game when we played it. But I never watched it when it was new. I watched it after the fact, like there for a reference. And it's a pretty good show. I'd argue the first few seasons are pretty good. It wasn't as good in future seasons. All right, everyone. Absolute last chance. If you would like to see another Lego build happen, in which what we'll do is on the future podcast coming up, we'll look on Amazon, we'll look at other Legos, or maybe not just Legos, but other things too. Figure out what the build will be, probably order it and do it sometime in May, over May, so we can have it for June. You guys support right now.
Middle linebacker.
This is the absolute final countdown. We got to hit the goal of 150. We're at 70 right now, so we need $80. If we hit it right now, we will lock in, and I will commit to buying another whole Lego and doing it with you guys over the month of May. If we don't hit it right now, that's it for Legos. We'll retire them. And I'll say thank you for the time that we spent, because I did enjoy the time that we spent. I thought that it was great. I enjoyed doing the Legos here. This setup was perfect for it, was it not? So I'm glad that we have the versatility to do stuff with this setup, and that's one of the nice things we did. But, you know, the criteria were what they were. I made it as clear as possible. Okay? What I need to do is I need to clean up my room now, because now I've got Lego boxes all over there and stuff. Like, I want to move these over there now. Let me do that right now, actually. Give me a second to do that. I'm going to move these Legos over there. And then when I come back, if we hit the goal, great. If not, that's it for the night. So you guys got to do it right now. Okay.
Imagine you're a stranger. You come to his house to say, work on the smoke detector. And you see a bunch of Legos and children's toys and gaming consoles. Go, oh, where's your kid? I don't have any children. And why the fuck do you have so many little kids' toys? What the fuck are you doing with all these toys, but you don't have any little kids? What the fuck? I'd be creeped out. Just saying, they'd be kind of creepy coming to this grown-ass man's house with a bunch of toys in it and there's no children. Ah, the best part of his stream. He's not on it. He's about to be back. Because I never got that hurt playing football. Or wrestling. You know, you get a sprained ankle or something like that. That was about it. Those excuses that he's a gouty, autistic piece of shit. Are you gonna give me money to hang out with me?
Well, that's
no. Why would I give you money to hang out with you? Well, no money, you don't get to hang out with me.
Just put everything in there.
I could definitely see him being like that. Honey, little Billy wants to come over and hang out with you. Would you like that?
All right, guys.
Is little Billy going to give me money?
Nothing. All right, so that is it for Lego Nights. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed the Lego Nights while they lasted. I had fun with them. They were a good variety, but that's that. If people aren't going to support them, that's the end of it, all right? But thank you to those who were here tonight. Thanks to those who did support them. And, you know, maybe later on in the year we'll re-explore. All right? Like the one, I'll be honest, the one I was seriously thinking about doing was the Mario Kart one.
Some those
I would have to pre-order it. Huh? What? It comes out in the middle of this month, like May 15th.
Right to the face. Like, are
so I'd
you
probably
kidding?
have it by like May 16th, 17th, and then we could do it 2-3 weeks in a row and build. It's 1,500 pieces. So I figured we could build it a little each week, and we could actually have it done by the time that either the Switch 2 came out or that same week that the Switch 2 came out. That's what I was thinking. That's why I needed the support. Dude, it's $170 plus tax. So I can't drop $200 on a Lego when I make $70 a night playing the Legos or doing the Legos, you know?
Don't forget ad revenue and Patreon and your, was it $5, $20, whatever it is an hour for viewers on Kick. Get paid for all that. Shut the fuck up.
It doesn't make sense. Wrestling. That's the equivalent of when back in the day I was selling the Project 7 shirts for a $20 Patreon pledge, but it cost me $45 to ship the shirt to Euro. So I lost $25 on each shirt. All right, guys. Well, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Friday. All right. I wish you the best. I hope that you have safe and fun streams of great chill vibes, whatever you're doing. You get caught up on my stuff. Remember, this week, we had great progress in both Oblivion Remastered and in Clear Obscure Expedition 33. We did have a really awesome stream of Blueprints, great progress, a fun Minecraft stream where we started Java Minecraft, which was awesome. Okay, and had a DSP tries it, right? So we did a lot this week, right? We absolutely did. Next week, what's in store? When I come back on Saturday, it's actually going to be the daytime stream will be a chill podcast followed by more Oblivion Remastered on that first stream. And the late stream is the return of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I haven't done it now in 2 weeks. It should feel refreshing to do some multiplayer. People have been asking me, when do you do more competitive multiplayer? Saturday night. And then Sunday, it's going to be more Clear Obscure paired with a Minecraft chill night in Java Minecraft. Keep in mind this week, I may actually do a stream of indie games. Because now we got rid of Disco Elysium, so we can maybe open it up.
Got rid of Disco Elysium, like guys.
Okay? But this week
how much you love playing that game.
You
finally got rid of it, guys.
Week, Saturday to Friday, and the marathon will happen when we hit 50 goals. You know, it sucks. Last night on the late stream, we didn't hit the goal. Tonight for Lego night, we didn't hit the goal. It's staggering. I was hoping that we were going to get it for like Sunday, but now it looks like we may not even hit it till like midweek, so maybe it'll end up being at like the end of next week.
Oh, you poor baby.
Okay.
Guys,
but anyway, I had a great Wednesday week. Next week. Enjoyed. I wish you all the best.
DJ.
I will see you all.
Been on the whole time,
Saturday.
you know it.
2 days away. Peace out, everyone. Be safe. See you then. Bye-bye. Good night.
Man, he was quick to clock out. He was mad. And so, yes, today he's hiding. Today he's never going to show on stream because, guys, people might make fun of me. Well, why would they make fun of you? Because I'm masturbating in front of children. Well, maybe don't masturbate in front of children. People won't make fun of you for doing that. Yeah, I gotta do that. I'm DSP. Don't you know who I am? Oh, that is so fucked up. Well, that's not good, Dasher P. But yes, he is just not happy about not getting those. He thought Lego was going to be easy mode. Lego was going to be easy mode. Just kick back, relax, have people hand him money. And then it didn't work out that way. Like, again, he so thought he was going to be just turn on the stream, give me money, turn on the stream, give me money, turn on the stream, give me money. Instead, well, as we just saw, did not work out for him. Womp, womp. Poor baby. Yes, Murray burst the first. You know it, Cora. I mean, we got plenty of memberships. Thank you to James Lesser Express Line for gifting all those memberships. We got 21 likes. We got a $5 super chat. Holla holla for the $1. So I gotta say, thank you guys for watching. Glad I was able to do this. I'll be busy tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday, I got UFL football game at noon. DC Defenders versus Michigan Panthers. Then food. Then Marilyn Manson concert. Doors open at 7. Concert starts at 8 on Sunday. I got a very busy Sunday coming up. And then after that, I'm off Monday. But I might be sleeping in and tired of shit from being up on going around on Detroit all day on Sunday. So have to wait to see, because eventually I am going to play Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. It's just this pops up and then 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 this pops up. I've not been able to get around to doing it, unfortunately. Can't wait to go to Detroit to get to watch UFO football for $27 a ticket plus fees. Like, you can't park for $27 during a Lions game. So be able to get into the stadium and watch football for $27? Oh, hell yeah. Anyways, with that though, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.